Yeah, it worked. Thank you, Lois. Sorry for restarting stream. We had to debug music.
Are we doing Twitch Plays Dark Sun?
No, we're not doing that. Hi.
I think I'm gonna need it.
All yours.
Thank you. Oh, are you gonna need it?
Chips. It's not mine.
No.
Are those
Brennan
beers
loves.
screw top or pop?
No, they're. I think they're all pop top. Yeah. Why? I've got the.
Well, I really wanted to try some of that blueberry
Well, I want
stick.
to try some
You can
Doritos.
try some.
I know, he's looking at my
You
hands.
just want to pour a little bit or try it out?
Yeah,
I don't care.
pour a little bit out.
Pour a little bit out on the ground.
Yeah.
Don't pour things on my floor.
It's actually pretty decent. Very, very flavored.
Berry?
I saw some
Berry
lettuce tumble
flavor?
off.
Ah!
I didn't see where it went, so if you find like a piece of lettuce in your backpack later, that's what it is.
Okay.
Although I
I
look,
don't think it could go in there because it's like pretty close.
Well, I just checked it, so I did this, so I might have adjusted it.
That's it's not too bad. I'm not really a beer drinker, but
Are you a Hellraiser?
what?
That's from a song.
Oh, no. Every year I try pumpkin beer, hoping I like it, and I never do.
Yoink.
Oh.
Implements
No.
of destruction.
From mountain to shore?
So you made a cleric with resurrection in your first resurrect character.
And then kill himself.
Just kill myself.
Good game.
Yeah. How'd you know?
Hello.
I have to eat.
I actually made a character who just hates the color
Oh shit!
blue.
I'm sorry, I
and
didn't
when
bring any
colored
pizza.
blue.
No, I have ribs. They've been sitting there. I got home like literally like 15 minutes before the stream.
I was
Yeah.
here before he was.
He was. Walked directly into my house.
Yeah. Kind of wondering about that. Did you just kick open the door?
Yeah, I wouldn't die.
But no, I made a character that hates the color blue, and people color blue especially.
All
Hate people that wield spears, daggers, cast fire spells.
How do they feel about
Marks
feathered
is okay.
beards?
Yeah. They have an intense hatred of feathered beards.
Feathered
Oh
beards.
man.
Fortunately, the calming music surrounding
I-
Margaret
I-
will
I-
It's appropriate for a funeral.
I feel that I need to sniff some pepper or something just to force a sneeze here.
You know, I keep meaning to get you smelling salts because you expressed
All right,
curiosity
so
about them.
yes, I want to know how those wake up.
And there's a place here in town that sells
It's
them.
because they smell bad.
No, it can't be that.
Well, I've actually never had them.
I don't know.
I'm pretty sure they just.
Wyvern Ray,
I
hi
think I
guys.
think they're just really, really strong.
How's it going? Yeah, I think it's just the power.
Olfactory sense, you still.
I have some regular salt. We could just have you smell that.
You know the best thing is wait till your dog is sleeping and then put some food like right in their mouth and it just like see how long it takes for them to wake up and realize there's food and eat it.
What if they drown?
like
food?
like drool.
Like,
What?
Drown themselves?
He didn't say
I
shove
didn't-
their head in the
Yeah.
toilet.
You mean choke instead of drown?
No.
It's like you get a piece of like a cookie.
I think he's
or
talking
something.
about like a quarter-sized piece
Yeah,
of food.
give him like a piece of cheese or a cookie.
Not like crane his neck open and pour kibbles down it.
This is like
You haven't answered my question.
gras for dogs.
I mean, he'll be dead is the answer.
That's unfortunate.
Dog gras.
I don't want my dog to die.
Oh.
Well, then don't
Here.
throw him in the pool.
Then I'm not
Keep those
going
by
to
you
do it.
guys. Use them the most.
Okay.
Yeah.
I need some room.
For all my other cool shit.
Yeah.
Are we ready to start here, or
Ready?
Are we starting with the Nas minute?
we are?
Alright, start.
I'm gonna cram ribs into my face.
Oh, it's not
All right,
That's not
Are
Nas.
you gonna put an M&M in each one?
Like tequila.
Who here has been to the Hard Rock Cafe?
I haven't, but
I
I've
have
seen
been
the
to
shirt.
an Hard Rock Cafe.
And Hard Rock?
Yeah, one of them.
Yeah.
It's
I've been
the
to
A
one, but
Cafe.
not the Hard Rock Cafe.
Yeah, exactly.
Is there a the? Is that Hollywood? Maybe?
There's like I think the
I think
first
it's
one
in
is the
Hard
big one.
Rock, California. Word.
Well, it's obvious none of us really know a goddamn thing.
I think
So,
I've been to the one on like the
I
Riverwalk.
thought
Francisco.
No, you haven't shot, Brennan.
what I wanted to do to you guys, well, for you guys,
Oh, geez.
Alright,
That's
so
a
well,
great
the
way to
truth
start
is out.
this. Character bleed.
I wanted to actually bring a little of the Hard Rock to you guys.
Oh, that's
So
nice.
today we've got Hard Rock Natural Energy Sugar Free.
Oh, good, because I hate
It's
sugar.
all the energy in a better for you formula.
Oh.
So of note, this was made in the USA.
It's
and
in big letters.
Yeah, you see the big letters here.
Yeah.
It's colored also.
Because I'm
I don't know if
be an
camera can
American.
So, and you look at this, it says natural flavors, no artificial colors, natural caffeine, which is probably like a
B
green
vitamins.
tea.
That's my favorite
B
vitamin.
vitamins, 0 carbs, 0 sugar. So,
Sounds like this is right up Jeff's alley.
yeah.
Can I read the ingredients list before we
Yeah, you
poison
can read
ourselves?
that.
Nothing
All
else in
right.
it.
Let's see the ingredients list here, shall we?
It's not too bad.
Let's go here. Carbonated water, okay. Citric acid, taurine.
Taurine.
Taurine,
Yeah, that's
yeah.
the caffeine.
Oh, okay. Natural flavors, natural caffeine. Sucralose.
Sucralose.
anything.
Yeah. Have you ever read
No.
okay.
Inositol, whatever that is. Sodium Benzenate, potassium sorbate protects freshness.
Uh-huh.
Nice. I'm giving up on that one.
Alright.
Calcium pantothentate,
Calcium, that's great too.
pyridoxine, and
Pyridoxine?
That's
Cyanide.
actually that's
Only
pyridoxine.
trace amounts.
Yeah, right.
Pyridoxine is actually a spell component for Marvin.
Cyobalvamine,
Is there
vitamin
Adderall?
B12.
Adderall's in there too?
No. So, yeah, let's give this a shot, shall we? We'll give us all a little bit of this and try to save about half of it for
Brendan.
half it for Brendan,
Just
aka
show it to Jeff.
Chris
Stick it under
Fails.
his nose.
This one's pretty small.
That's
Give you that. Yeah.
This is really very tasty.
This is really.
Yeah.
Well, it
Pass
exists.
out.
Give it that.
It is a
Pass it all the way
thing.
down.
Yeah, just keep passing it.
Who's partaking of the nos?
Everyone but
Herbie.
Herbie.
Okay.
That's just something that you have to
Everyone
do.
that's got something to lose.
Yeah.
Oh, that's me.
Hi, Wyvern Slayer. I'm doing great. Thanks for
You've
rating
got
us.
to do this if
Thanks
you
for the
ever play
host.
the game.
I've got nothing to lose. No character.
Oh shit, I put too much.
I get it.
Presumably you have other stuff.
So this is quite
Bill, I'm so
close.
glad you could find the time in your busy schedule to join us for the Nos Minute.
Yes.
Yes.
It's
Now
true,
I'm
it's
getting
true,
like
actually.
almost a bubblegum smell. What do you guys say?
Oh my gosh,
It smells like
Yeah.
Jello to me. It smells like cherry.
It
Yeah, I can
smells,
see that.
It smells like the pink swish you'd get in middle school or whatever they
Yeah.
fluoride.
Oh yeah.
It's not especially fragrant, that's for sure.
That smells like fruit punch thing.
Am I supposed to swish this?
No,
like
just
this?
you have to get the aroma.
Do we have a
you
cup
know.
to spit this into after we're done? Or doing a
I feel like we're
flight?
gonna need it.
I was just gonna.
Oh, we have to do a Nos flight, like an event or
geez,
something like
What's a
that.
Nos flight?
Well, you know, like a wine tasting flight where you do like 6 in a row.
Yeah.
Oh!
Yeah.
I will spit that shit out though.
Yeah, exactly. I cannot drink that much caffeine.
I expect us to do spit takes.
Yeah.
Anyway.
I mean, yeah, we could certainly do that.
No, we're done.
What, we're going on 3 or something?
All right,
Or we're-
yeah.
I'm
Let's
waiting
go
for
ahead and
someone to
see.
notice and not notice that I'm.
Here's to Barret, maybe.
To Barret!
To Barret!
Rest in
He served his purpose.
bear.
Way to be dead.
He took the hit.
I literally didn't know anything about you. Goodbye.
Ah.
Wow, that's
It tastes like worse Sprite.
yeah, that's terrible.
Really bad.
Yeah.
Sugar
Sprite
free is the
minus
worst.
Sprite.
It's Jello. It does taste like Jello.
Look,
Yeah.
this Sprite
Sugar
is
free is so
You
bad.
can really
Yeah.
taste the
It's past its
sodium
prime.
benzenite in that.
I got an arsenic taste.
No, this is actually really disgusting.
It
It's
is so
almost like
horrible.
I feel
How
like I
can
have a
somebody
status
finish a
effect.
whole can of that?
We're gonna find out
Tune
tonight.
in.
So I guess we're
They keep
calling these
going
critical
once.
fumbles then.
Yeah,
I
definitely.
can't
Fumbles
finish
have
this
to drink
little
it?
cup.
I
There's
don't
no
know
way.
that I want to sign up for that.
I am
You
not
know what? It
doing that
actually almost reminds
at
me
all.
of someone that crushed up like
Agony.
Smarties or Sweet Tarts and stuck those in water.
It has an
kinda does have
aftertaste
that,
of
Like a year
bathroom.
ago.
Like
Exactly.
clean
They call it a
bathroom.
potion of
Bathroom,
flavor.
yes.
Chemical
Chemical
cleaner.
It's like
Oh my God.
like the shit you put in the toilet, right?
Yeah.
Or like when you go
Bleach.
into like Target at 1 a.m. and they've just like
Yeah.
waxed and cleaned the floors
Yeah.
and it smells like
That
chemicals.
smells like be on the package. for it.
Yeah.
So not
Just like
recommending
Target at 1 a.m.
not recommending the hard rock energy drink.
Not the sugar-free.
Not the
version.
Sugar-free,
Well,
yeah.
we're
And
worried
you know
though,
what?
it's like-
A future edition may see us try the sugared version.
Oh,
Um,
shit.
and then we can compare and contrast. By the way, do you mind grabbing my nos?
I
Real
do.
nos.
I do greatly mind, but
That's disgusting.
Not this horrible one. Anybody want to talk
I told you
that
this
off?
is
No,
this is
sir.
my day.
sure.
That's all you, buddy.
No, it ain't.
You gotta
I
finish it.
made my in check today, buddy.
I am not doing that.
Well, as we said, we have toasted the memory of Barret, our dearly departed bear druid from the Crescent Forest. Why doesn't someone remind us how on earth he came to this horrible fate?
Yes.
That's not actually entirely.
Could we
fair.
get a less succinct summary?
It's not entirely untrue either, though.
It was here in my defense. I feel like the strategy was sound. We just didn't know what
Was
was
it?
down there.
No, it's not even that. It's actually, I would have survived to be conscious still if I had not taken that fireball and not rested.
Oh, come on, you can't. No, you can't start
You can't fix
piecing
everything
together
back
all
to
the
that time I
things.
burned you.
Yeah.
So we opened right
I
after
hadn't
we
been
killed
born,
the carrion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Alright.
Who's saying things?
We opened right after we
Go for it.
killed the Carrion King.
Yes.
The Carrot King. At the end of
Kakarot.
that fight, Marvin had burned the party with a fireball.
Because why?
I don't know still.
Because
Actually, there was a long conversation wondering why.
The next,
That was
the next 20
inconclusive.
minutes,
There was a
we screaming at each
technical
other.
someone told before the party was ready.
Oh man, that happened.
Okay, that did happen.
$5 from Wyvern Slayer. Thank you,
Oh,
Wyvern Slayer.
thanks, buddy.
Did anyone hear the thing?
No, I heard
hear
nothing
anything.
at all.
Literally nothing.
Wyvern Slayer's got a hard on for Twinkies today.
Really?
So
Is that the message?
Uh-huh.
Do we need to go to the store?
I hope that Wyvern, you get a chance to get yourself some Twinkies.
Yes.
Well,
I make those again now,
Game's
right?
canceled, let's get Twinkies.
I think it was for better.
Are they as
drinks.
good? I mean, I haven't eaten one since they started.
So
making
I had an artificial Twinkie, like a
What?
knockoff.
They're all artificial
a
organic
knockoff.
version.
I had a knockoff Twinkie and it was so bad I had to throw it away.
That's how all Twinkies are.
Yeah, really.
And that's what I'm kind of thinking. Like I might have
They're
had a
bad.
Twinkie as a kid, like this is great.
Yeah.
And I'm trying it
No,
again. It's
they're
like no, it's just disgusting.
But yes, it is
Let's-
worth
yes.
noting that fight did open with Kade taking offensive action without consulting the rest of the party.
That seems to be
We just met
Kate's
these
MO from what I know about him.
Yeah, it was just like I don't like what you're saying. I'm gonna throw a stick at you.
Yep.
And the stick
miss.
has to.
And miss horribly at all times.
Yes. So,
All right, let's finish the recap.
So yeah, we dillied around some.
Wait, we did what?
Dillied around.
Dillied?
Dillied.
There was a lot of dillying.
Dally.
It was dillying.
We didn't really have a clear.
Do we dally at all?
No,
We couldn't
no.
figure out where to go.
Really did.
Yeah,
And
we
that
got a
little
fight with Mongo. It was the one thing that unifies our characters.
Yeah,
is
no,
hatred of Mongo.
Mongo's a little bitch guy,
Yeah.
right? Who led us to a trap
Yes.
which had a mimic in it.
Yes. And,
And
Marvin
then-
directly attacked him finally.
Oh god, yeah.
And I attempted to actively enslave him. And then
That's
he ran
true.
away.
He was
He
under
did
the
run
effects
away.
of a super strength potion.
Yeah,
He
which I
was.
recommended we not give him.
Yeah.
BT dubs.
Our little lizard friend is gone now. He ran.
For now.
Yeah.
And then we went back to investigate that pile of bodies under the Carrion King.
Yes, which he managed to flush.
Yeah.
Yes, and Barret turned into a spider to climb down there, and he got immediately injected with venom and swallowed by a giant centipede,
Set ablaze, actually.
Set ablaze.
and
Yes.
then swallowed.
Poison that was also fire.
Which actually, if you weren't already like on your way down, we wouldn't have known what happened.
Yeah, no, we would
Because we were like, hey, we're gonna stay up here.
Actually, I guess you guys still don't know because the only one who knows is
Yes.
Grape Ape. Yeah.
I mean, we
Yeah.
saw you drag his body out of the mouth.
Yeah, as far as you know, Antoria also is dead.
That's right.
No one knows this
Antoria went down, and when we went down there, all we saw was a giant four-armed, two-legged gorilla, a giant centipede.
With a exploded
Pretty
brain.
sure he
Yeah.
said something before he went down.
Doesn't have an
He
exploded
said-
brain.
What he
It's
said
super
was,
cool.
"Don't worry, I've got this."
Then I went down and said, actually, I was wrong down here.
I think it was specifically said Marvin.
Well,
Don't,
the thing is,
Marvin, I apologize sincerely.
Yeah. No, he said, "I don't want to be followed by
Yeah.
a fireball."
Yeah,
Which is
I-
reasonable.
That's what
you
it
guys
was,
couldn't
yeah.
follow me, just not fireballs, just discriminately down.
And then
did say, "Don't worry
Marvin's
about
MO,
this."
from what I know about him.
So anyway, yeah, you managed to like rip him apart with your ape. Well, actually, you killed him.
I did
You
kill
hit the final blow. You did like a light
Well,
stab
I
of death.
teleported onto his back and stabbed him with the spear of
When did
light.
you become Quantum Leap?
So
That's the secret to his character.
Oh
He's
my
actually
goodness.
Quantum
So
Leap.
you can tell him what to do.
It's actually Quantum
Mr. Quantum Leap, the
Yeah.
character from
Yeah.
Quantum Leap.
But yeah, so the centipede died. This gorilla.
Grape Ape
Antoria,
ripped the mouth
yeah.
apart and got
Buried him.
Barret
Went
out.
inside just-
Sam.
But it was too late because Barret was already pretty much.
I need to play the
Yeah.
stinger
Acid
now whenever
fire.
things happen.
Yeah.
What's his name? Dr.
the
Sam?
gorilla came back with like a pool of slime dripping down his arm.
Yeah, how
It's like,
fucked up
Barret.
is old man? I mean, like, is,
Yeah, what does Barret look like?
Not like Barret anymore, I
is
would
he
think.
still like
You ever had
somewhat
hardly
Jello
digested.
before?
So, for one thing, he's not a bear or spider, so no one
Right.
recognizes
Yeah.
him.
Who the fuck is that?
His
You're
cape
all-
and rings are missing.
He was also he was literally corroded by stomach acids to death. So there's like exposed bone and a lot of like drool and viscera, but your teeth are all intact, so I guess they can identify your body. And conveniently, all of your magical items have not been destroyed.
Magic items are pretty resilient as a whole.
Yeah.
But I thought Antoria already.
I think that it's. I think that we technically parted ways at the climax of the album cover of the gorilla bearing aloft the dead druid in the Hall of Corpses,
Yeah.
which I should probably still draw.
Centipede in the background.
But even as you do so, before you're able to really process the entirety of the situation, the room begins shaking and shuddering, and it appears to be some sort of an earthquake or a cave-in of some kind. And sure enough, the hole in the bottom of the floor widens, and there's a loud rumble, and it begins to open and threaten to engulf you all.
The gorilla will levitate 5 feet off.
Oh, that's right. The gorilla can fly.
I'm gonna. How spiky is he down below? 'Cause actually,
Am I?
Kade actually knows that it's Antoria. I did an insight check on that.
What do you mean by down below?
I'll look on his feet.
I do have some spikes. It does have some spikes
Graphically,
randomly
it appears
located.
he's covered in spines, so I'm trying to figure out if it would be reasonable to touch him.
He is not so barbed that you can't, like, grab a clump of fur and hold tight.
Okay, I'm gonna do that.
Okay. Everyone give me a either athletics or acrobatics check. Actually, no, that's not fair to say. Let's say a dex save from everyone.
Even floating gorillas?
Yes, absolutely.
Even floating gorillas.
But not corpses.
No, you're probably set.
That's not going to be good.
Bill will be playing the part of the boulders.
14.
I see. That will be a...
If I succeed, but then you fail and get weak, I get sucked down because of that, I'll be sad.
will be a 5.
5! That's not very good.
No. I do have full mobility, but I don't know if that helps.
You say from everybody or whatever.
Yes.
16.
16.
I am still holding Barrett's corpse
That's
in
fine.
one paw, by the way.
Cade.
14.
Marvin.
13.
Zathus.
16.
16. There's a lot of gore and viscera dropping from
That's
the
disgusting.
ceiling, but there's also quite a number of rocks. For Grape Ape, you take 5 points of damage from a falling boulder, smacking you in the head.
I'm glad I'm under him.
Are you actually in contact with him?
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's-
he's like clinging to your leg.
Yeah, you feel his form shudder very slightly on impact.
Yeah!
Natural 20, it stabilizes almost instantly.
What a good shapeshifter you are.
Thank God for you.
102.
What are you guys doing?
What does the room look like?
Well,
As
it's
far
still
as, like-
very, very dark.
So, well, he's actually glowing.
He is glowing, excuse
Yes.
me. It's basically like if you had a room that was, instead of rugs and wallpaper, you had corpses.
Okay. So it's just
Oh, so it's like a
Is there like a
flactory.
door?
It's like a what?
Flactory.
Kind of. It's more like a kindergarten.
Is the room still shaking and stuff?
It is. It's
Grape,
shaking. There's boulders and rubble falling from the
Grape Ape
ceiling.
moves towards Zathus and slowly opens his hand, reaching towards you. It's a very big hand. You probably could climb into it if you wanted to.
Sounds like a plan.
I'm on board.
You tell
Zathus,
him-
who's been AFK for the past 2 hours, absolutely accepts this offer.
I literally said, like, I'm very confused where I am right now.
The flag disappears and he just jumps.
Yeah.
All right, he's holding Zathus in another paw now, floating 5 feet off the ground. Still, he'll try to pick up.
How many hands do you have?
I have 2 hands left open. Well, actually, yeah, 2 hands left open, and you
And I'm on a
clinging.
foot, so.
Kind of looks helplessly at Marcus a little bit.
Marcus, you're not surprised by the.
That's right. All right, Marcus will immediately jump onto the gorilla's leg.
Okay. I'll drag you. Actually, your strength's pretty absurd.
Yeah, it's 22. He's 22 and he's a 15 by 15 gorilla. He's okay. He floats over to Marvin and extends a third hand.
Marvin does not jump in the hand, rather he climbs on top of it.
All right, still
As soon as
flying
he
around.
shakes, you're gonna fall.
All right, how far down the hole can we see? Is it big enough to fly down now?
There's no way you can see down there. It's just this big opening
Marvin.
maw.
Throw
It's just
Marvin.
darkness.
All right,
That's one way to find out.
holding Marvin in front of me
Marvin's
and far away.
Like a
From his
flashlight.
magic, yeah.
Okay.
All right,
He has a feather beard and he's
I
playing,
got the feather beard.
he's playing music.
just heading. We're heading down then.
Oh,
Flying
that's
down.
right.
That only lasted a minute.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm done.
Well, we don't know.
No,
that,
I
so-
mean he's probably still got a good 30 seconds on that.
I will say, good thinking on the light.
Which way are you
I don't know
going?
that you're a chaos
down.
wizard
Oh,
yet.
that's right.
Give me
I
another
am
dex
super
save.
bright.
Yeah.
I forgot about that.
Yes.
Yep.
Well, because I thought you were glowing because you did all the light you
Technically,
emitted,
we're all
whatever.
blinded then.
That's actually a good
Oh,
idea.
yeah.
21.
21. Well,
Brandon, did you hear that?
no.
Actually,
If we're within a good point, technically everyone should be blinded.
but only if
If
you're
I'm-
within 5 feet of him, right?
Yeah.
And I'm holding him more than
He's
5
holding
feet
him in
away.
one of his arms.
But
Like,
I'm 15
That's
feet
true,
tall,
that's
though. It's
true.
like,
Me and Marcus, at least.
Well, Marvin specifically climbed on your head to blind you.
On your hand.
But still, marvelously, you
Your hand.
managed to dodge and weave the falling debris and make your way down the tunnel, past the chamber of corpses, down. How long does 8 form last?
up to an hour, I think.
Okay, then easily.
Let's say this better not be an hour long.
It's not. Maybe about another 5 or 6
We double check.
minutes
Yeah, it's up to an hour.
down the path. It begins to slope out, and eventually emerges into a less corpse-laden chamber.
Oh, thank God.
That's corpsey.
there's still corpses, just less of them.
Well, there is one corpse.
Oh.
Potion of Flight's also an hour, by the way.
Spectacular.
So-
Give me the bigger platform for the
Yeah.
centipede room. And then we can put.
Oh, jeez.
Talking about the bottom one, right?
You just give me the whole thing.
Okay.
Look at
Thank you. And then the brown rocky patch is sort of where you guys fly in. This is sort of a large.
Wow, it looks like there was probably a really easy way. Just an escalator somewhere else.
Some elevator. Just like hidden behind a rock somewhere.
This room is actually illuminated. There's a faint glow coming from this strange painting on the ground, and there's actually a large ornate set of double doors. They're golden, not made of gold necessarily, but painted very ornately.
Didn't say strike still anyway.
Give me a door check.
Door check.
Behind you is the still sort of foul-smelling tunnel from which you have come. Still, there's rubble and rocks falling down, tumbling down. Not violently, but you can see that there's still clearly some cave-in descending. There's a long open hallway to your left and a weird sort of platform sitting on the ground on your right with chains that lead up into the ceiling. Up, rather, past the ceiling and into a large tunnel that seems to go on.
The ape seems to be gently trying to get everyone off.
Yeah, I'll draw.
He's not being forceful about it. He's kind of putting his arms at half people on them on the ground, kind of.
Yeah, I'll drop off his foot as soon as
I'll get off.
All right, what?
So I'll ask. I mean, clearly we're on Barret, right? So I'll ask what happened to Antoria.
Yeah, I'm gonna jog over to Barrett's corpse that's like in your smaller hands, right? And I'm gonna be like, this is him, and like up at the ape, and I'm gonna wipe off like a patch of Barrett's tattered flesh, and pull off my glove. And
Like wear his skin or
yeah. No, I'm gonna press my palm to his skin, and it starts glowing, and the light sort of starts tracing his veins for a second, then it fades out. I'll be like, he's dead. We should secure the area before we're next.
The ape starts looking through. Actually, he doesn't have to look through it for this one. Probably takes what's left of his bedroll or blanket and starts unwinding it from his backpack while holding him in the other 3 hands. And he lays the blanket.
Wait. The ape is still wearing your backpack?
No, his stuff.
It's probably because I'm gonna have to draw this.
No.
Is he wearing like a little cap too? Yeah. That'd be great.
So anyway,
He's basically just dressed as Ness,
Yeah.
but he's
Sideways,
also
yeah.
formed for.
he eventually stretches out the bedroll on the ground and places Barrett's remains on that. And pretty much as soon as he finishes that, the ape starts to shrink and shift rapidly in appearance before turning into a character I don't have a...
We don't have any standees for
I'm sorry.
any of them.
While he's performing burial rites, I'm gonna investigate the room. I'm gonna perceive the room. I mean.
I'm going to check out these golden, but not golden, whatever, illuminated things.
Marcus stares blankly at Antoria, just not surprised, just
Yeah. Like, well.
Anything but surprised, in fact.
yeah.
Marvin's jaw dropped. He's like,
Antoria is actually methodically removing.
You're a druid also.
And
I'll be like,
Antoria,
I'll admit that was damn impressive. As I'm mostly looking for enemies, not treasure. Just
Wait, did you know that big centipede?
Antoria puts his hand to his forehead. I'm sure you have many questions. I will answer them, but I need to finish this first. And he quietly is removing everything of value still on Barret, and also oiling him up.
Boy, what are we doing?
Massage.
Lamp oil. Sorry.
And I'm gonna say, are you planning to burn that body here?
How much further do you think we can carry it?
It's like, what?
Well, it's almost in several pieces anyway.
Yeah, just like.
You can each put one in your
Gently.
bedroll.
I'll be like,
It's not.
as far as we know, that monster up there needs to
Barret
carry.
will always remain in your hearts and your bedrolls.
Say, as far as we know,
Barret
that monster
started
up there
this.
feeds on carrion. We want to start burning bodies and lead more of them down here.
I don't think there are more of them, but if you wish.
It's like, we don't know that. That could be a nest for all we know.
Antoria sighs and begins rolling up the bedroll in the...
Squishing it down.
Put him in the bag.
Yes,
That's right!
yes, the bag of holding.
His remains, his ashes, should be returned to the Crescent Forest where he came from.
Can I?
Antoria, let's think about practicality here.
This here.
Should I roll my perception or?
I
What?
agree. You might just want to hold on to that.
I don't want it.
I can hold it.
Do you want us to roll? We're looking around while we.
Yes, please give me a either perception or
And
investigation.
Antoria, is as much as I understand, you wanted to do good by our friend Barret.
I'm Barret.
Well, he's gone
The
forever
fact
now.
of the matter is, he, like Kade says, he does pose a very real threat to the party right now as is. And if you're willing to take that risk, then I'll be alongside you, but I don't agree with it at all. I think we should dispose of it as quickly as possible.
Like, if anything, Barret died because we weren't cautious enough. If you want to respect him, we should start operating with caution. 16.
15.
15, okay.
Oh, do we all have to roll?
No.
No, they were
Actually,
actually...
that's-
we're actually
investigating.
facing the joint.
Okay.
I'm looking at the shinies.
I'm looking for monsters that may be eating us.
You don't find any
Oh,
monsters.
thank God.
You do find evidence of some foot traffic that's passed through this way. It looks like the contraption on the side is some sort of crude elevator that looks like it's been used not infrequently.
This thing?
Yes.
Oh, oh yeah. Okay,
Yeah.
gotcha.
You can't find a switch or anything like that for it, though.
Okay.
Can he pull on one end?
There's 4 chains,
Oh, there's
unfortunately.
4. Okay, so it's
There are.
not. Okay.
If only
Maybe
we
it's a
had 4
puzzle.
gorillas.
It's not
Ah,
It's
okay,
not a
I'll
puzzle.
pull on the 4 party members, 4 chains.
You have a wolf, a sheep, and a corpse. You're trying to get them all across the river.
Yeah.
Very well.
And the wolf eats the corpse of.
Well, it's Atlas.
That's
Everything eats the
disgusting.
corpse.
Hello, you
Everything
wouldn't
eats
eat a
the corpse.
corpse,
Eat
would
the
you?
corpse. Well,
Oh, don't eat corpses.
don't do much.
There's also a large seal set on the center of the door that actually matches the strange sigil you see there on the ground.
Is that the dragon thing you're talking about?
Yes.
I want to
think
take a look
Zaith
at
is
that.
Sure.
investigating
Sure.
already. Huh?
Yes, you found the same thing as Kade.
Well, I was just specifically looking at the sigil.
Oh, okay. That's going to be more...
I want to know if I could steal it.
So, the thing on the door?
Well, I guess the glowing you're talking about.
Yes, so that's more of a painting on the ground.
Okay.
You could reasonably excavate the floor, although you'd have to get it up to ground level, which is
We have an
who knows how
elevator.
far up. That's true, you do have an elevator.
Maybe.
I was just trying to
Oh.
investigate for that because you're like it's gold, but it's not made out of gold. But
Yes, excuse me, it's painted gold. Or it looks like it might be gold inlay, but there is also a smaller disc-shaped sigil, maybe the size of a dinner plate or something like that. Oddly, it's set across both of the doors, and it has that same sort of double drake, not double dragon, because that would invite unfortunate
Jimmy
comparison.
Jimmy references.
Yes.
Is that right here?
Yes, that's exactly where the Zaith is standing.
And
where
this
that
is
double
just a
dragon is.
hallway that we can see down.
Yes. There's some
So the
very faint torchlight flickering from the
dinner
far end
plates
of that.
here on the door.
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
That you might be able to see.
Let me investigate that further.
Sure.
Check if there's any traps
Okay.
associated with it.
And while that's going on, Antoria actually does take out the bag of devouring.
Oh well,
Well,
Goodbye, Bill.
yeah.
I think Someone's going to
Get
the
in the
bag.
bag.
Natural one.
Why?
11?
Natural one.
Natural 1. You don't find any traps.
Of course I don't. Alright, then I steal the plate.
It
Take the plate.
doesn't seem to move.
Oh, crap.
Alright, Antoria does separate a small part of Barrett's remains off and very carefully
The
burn.
head?
Yeah, probably. Actually,
Like
probably
chisel
yes.
his teeth out.
No,
Yeah,
no.
like toss us in the woods.
He does very
You can
carefully.
take these to the teeth store.
He does very carefully burn and collect the ashes of one part of a small part of his body, and then the
Okay.
rest is put into the bag of devouring with his bedroll.
Bill, would you do the honors?
You're like, please already.
And
No. He said everything but the head. Please climb in the other way.
other way.
Yeah, and also the head is separate. So.
So, cut your head off.
Well, the bag, delighted to have been fed after so long. Wait.
And one of your
It was
friends.
fed pretty recently.
Yeah, pretty recently. Actually,
It has a short
that
memory.
was a much meatier and less stomach acid covered target. But then again, the bag's not all that picky.
I really wants to eat the people you
A
care
big
about.
spectral tongue just licks its
Oh wait,
lips.
by the way, you rolled a 1.
I did roll a natural one.
I forgot.
Oh no!
I didn't even finish the taste test.
Well,
Don't do
load
it,
her
John.
up.
And Antoria collects a vial of the ashes.
Okay, that's
for
good. That's
later
good.
delivery.
Is it worth
I don't
perhaps
drink any caffeine.
doing a quick inventory of what you've
bad.
collected from
Yes, it
Barrett's
is.
person?
Yes, it probably is.
Embrace
There actually
it.
wasn't a whole lot. That would survive acid, I mean. There was a cloak of protection +1. There was a large quantity of gold.
Oh, we're gonna need that.
There were several silver rings that were actually never appraised because he just claimed them right away to be the bearer of bling, so I have no idea what they're worth. I don't even know if you know how much they're worth after 8 months,
I
but...
do somewhere.
Okay, we'll figure it out
We
later.
did appraise them actually. I don't think they were.
You didn't write it down on your sheet though, so
Yeah.
I have no idea what it was. There was a +1 healing kit with some charges left. And I think that was about it. Oh, then a signet ring that had no details next
Mind
to
you, the
it.
+1 healing kit restored 1 HP.
The
if
signet
they were-
ring. Oh, the
they're-
signet ring was probably from Lord Tomblador in like session 2.
Yeah, we've got a lot. Antoria's got 3 signet rings in his inventory at this point. There are a lot of those things. But yeah, that's pretty much the sum total of what was magical and would survive being
Okay.
an acid. He had a lot of mundane stuff that I assume just isn't mentioning.
Did you have any story or quest items on your person?
I think the signet ring was probably the closest to that, if even that. He had the Victor's Wreath of the Arena, but not magical. That probably is no longer.
I think
It
that
died, it wilted.
well, it probably started dying when it got picked.
Yeah.
Like it's not rooted in.
Right.
Yeah.
I
So
also
yes.
had some bone fragments from King Collide.
Yeah, oh, that's right. The bone fragments. Forgot
I
about
don't
those.
think that's relevant anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rip.
Yep.
All right. What else are you guys doing?
Well, now that he's done that.
I'm gonna
I'm
peek. I'm
gonna-
gonna peek down the. Head down this way and peek
Same.
down there.
I'll join him.
And Antoria's starting a detect magic ritual.
And I'm going to try and examine this plate.
As both of you pass that threshold, you're zapped by a jolt of electric power as you step on the tile.
Good.
Good
You
job.
take 10 points of lightning damage,
Nice.
and you're back.
Does it prevent things from...
Oh, it pushed us back.
No, you're back. I mean, I guess you could keep going.
Yeah, I keep going.
Okay.
I will stop. Get hurt by something.
You're one step forward unless you actively.
I
So,
probably
like,
would have
right here,
recoiled
He
after.
said. I'm gonna get down on my hands and knees and look at if I can find
Sure.
what did this.
It looks like it was just the tile set in front of you. It's actually still got a little bit of a blue residual glow. You can give me an Arcana check.
I basically want to look to see
Or-
if there's anything that discernible from that tile to all the other tiles.
Sure. Give me a perception or investigation check.
16.
16. It looks like there is a pattern that is on those tiles in the hallway ahead, between where those two thresholds are, but not where you're standing. It's sort of a
So from
diamond shape.
From here to here, there's more of these. You said.
So it's more like. Hello. There to there.
Oh, so like in this room, there's a diamond shape.
Yes, in that part of the hallway, yes.
Okay.
Each tile seems to have the same pattern etched on it.
Antoria hears the zap. He turns away. He says, "I'll have a look in a moment. I'm almost ready."
I actually have got this. I think
Really?
they have patterns on them. I think I just need to step on the right ones.
Was it an obvious pattern?
I Didn't see it initially, so no.
Hmm.
Hi, Jeff.
Hello.
According to that pattern, it's all of them.
And which one did I step on?
The one right in front of you.
Okay, so I'm on here right now.
Unless you... Well, I assumed you backed up in order to make an examination.
Okay. And then you, Jeff, you stepped on this one? Or did we step on the same one?
He stepped on the one adjacent to you.
So basically, we stepped right onto those two first.
Yeah.
guys.
Your observation suggests that they're all, aside
They're
from
all
the fact
trapped,
that
okay.
the ones in front of you are now losing their glow. The other ones are not glowing,
Yeah.
but they all have the same looking kind of pattern on them.
I bet if we throw something heavy on here, it'll discharge.
That seems likely.
Do you have
Bring
anything
forth
heavy?
the corpse.
Oh wait.
Roll his skull down. Well, are there rocks around?
Bowling with Barret's.
I mean, we had a bunch of rocks.
Plenty of
fall.
rocks in this room.
Yeah, there's a
probably.
lot of fallen rocks in that pathway there.
I'll go collect a good-sized rock
Okay.
Okay.
and just sort of toss it onto the next diamond down.
Give me an athletics check.
Okay. I mean, how far away is it? Like,
Well, are you tossing one past the one that you stepped on?
Yeah.
So it's 10 feet away. Which, as we've seen from athletics, is not difficult to do.
But it does risk having to drink some more rocks.
Or drop it on
11.
11?
Yes.
It sort of straddles the line back and forth between the tile you stepped on and the one past it, but there's no reaction.
Detect magic close already?
Oh, I'm sorry, were you casting Detect Magic?
Yeah, no worries.
And
Six
John's
people.
stealing
No,
the
I know.
seal, too,
Yeah,
right?
I'm looking. I'm investigating
Okay,
for
yes, it is
traps
passed.
and
Cool.
trying-
What do I see on detect magic vision?
The large plate-sized seal that Zathus is presumably still tugging
To
at,
dig.
dangling from,
Really
radiates a tremendous amount of magic. But it looks
That's-
like there's maybe a little bit past the door as well.
That's really powerful magic you're tugging on there.
There's some kind of enchantment on the floor as well, but it looks like maybe it's just to illuminate the area. And then, in addition, you see a glow from there. And there.
Ah, I see. There is a pattern.
There's also a little bit on the chains for the elevator.
Platform.
Basically, the whole room's fucking
Yeah. Antoria explains the vast number of magical objects in the scene, specifically pointing to the tiles in question over here. Actually, could I have a closer look for a moment?
I'll step aside.
Yeah,
rolled
watch
a,
out. I wouldn't step on the first two. Those might be electrified.
The first two, and then the second, and then the third set are electrified.
I think they're all electrified.
No, but
Pretty sure they are all electrified.
anyway, Antoria will look at the ones in front of him. Is there anything he could learn by studying them? Has
They're
this worked in-
electrified.
Well, sometimes he's been able to learn spells that way.
Give me an
but-
Arcana check.
Okay. Let's see. Sure. How about a 19?
It looks like they're tuned not merely only to react to organic creatures, but they're tuned to not react to particular people.
Hmm.
Yeah.
An electric version of the sentry wards I usually set. They would let some people pass unharassed, but probably not us.
And they're all electrified.
I'm still pretty sure it's only the first set and the third, but as you will.
Would you be willing to stake your life on it?
No, I wouldn't be willing to stake my life on
Well,
it.
a part of your life.
We
I would only take part of your life.
part of our lives on everything we do here.
It's a fact.
All I'm saying is I'm pretty sure they're all electrified. You say they're not.
Well,
Well, which one is it?
I'm pretty sure it's only the first set and the third.
Then why don't you put your feet where your mouth is?
Secretly, because I'm not sure you can pass an athletics check to jump 5 feet. That's actually the bigger problem here.
It turns
Jumping
out
that far.
Antoria's been hugely fat this entire
Oh
time.
man.
Well, it is about -1 in athletics. It's a little dangerous. I mean, throwing a rock 10 feet apparently takes more than an 11. Yeah. It just shakes his head and walks off.
It's a heavy
wants
rock.
To see if you can, if there's anything special with the giant light source on the ground.
Sure.
Maybe recognize the sigil. Or something.
Give me a history check.
And Toria's looking at the plate
It's
next.
at 12.
12. You've seen similar kind of iconography around the city, but otherwise doesn't seem familiar at all.
I rolled a 15 on my investigation of the dinner plate. More.
Oh.
I was I was investigating more since it wasn't.
No, that's fine.
Budging.
So usually on something attached to a door or something like that. You'd expect to find like a keyhole or a, you know, you're an expert infiltrator. You're looking for like a catch or a slide or something like that. You actually don't find anything quite like that there. It seems to be just a big old seal, which suggests maybe it's got some other activation mechanism.
I see Antoria next to me and I say, this doesn't seem to be any kind of traps here that I'm familiar with and won't budge.
Blazing magic. There has to be something to it. Maybe I can take a look.
Yes, if you would.
Arcana check on it?
Sure.
Alright. That is a 23.
23, my goodness. This appears to be a magical ward of some kind. It only, much like the stuff in the pathway, as a matter of fact, it only allows those that are properly keyed to the door to pass through.
If you were to touch it and you were the right person, it would open. If you're not the right person, nothing.
And Tori, you say that those chains had some magic on it?
A little bit. I hadn't gotten to those
I'm
yet.
gonna head over there and kind of look up and see if I can.
While
see
you guys
anything.
are heading over, Marcus is actually in the process of taking a rock from over here to throw on the platform,
On the...
the elevator.
okay.
Oh, is there? I thought it was just 4 chains. I didn't realize
There's like
platform
a
there.
base. That
The brown thing
Crude
is what they
elevator.
changed to. So
Does it look like it would detach and like move up, or does it look like it's?
The chains almost look like if it was hanging from the ceiling, it would be... The chains would be suspending it,
Oh,
but it's all
it's
the way
all the way
flush
down.
with the
So
ground.
it does look like it could be an elevator.
Yes, absolutely. Just elevators aren't all that commonplace.
Right, it's not a word they have.
Stone Age
Okay,
technology.
sure.
Up thingy.
Yes, one of those man movers. The rock thuds on the platform, but it doesn't budge. Well, that is to say, it wobbles a little bit in place. It looks like maybe there's a little bit of an indent for it to rest in, but it doesn't react in any other way.
I'm going to stand on it.
You're going to?
Yes.
Okay.
And then look up.
Okay.
And is it pretty dark up there?
It is, although there's a faint little pinprick of light.
Okay. I'm gonna cast a firebolt to see if I can get some light.
Okay.
So it's just like as much as possible, it's directly up firebolt.
Is that going to fall back
I was
down?
gonna say, is there gravity effect?
Has a range of 120, so...
I'm going to guess that
it-
you just
it-
fire it up.
Do you want me
it
to do an
fizzles.
attack on
Yeah.
that, or
No, I think you
skill
can...
enough that I can do that?
I think so. You're pretty masterful at firebolt by this point.
I do have
A basic
I do
cantrip.
have low light vision, low light vision, so it might help.
How far does your low light vision go?
Isn't it low light 30 feet?
I don't recollect.
Depends. There's always a range.
Yeah, there's a
Either way, you can fling firebolts, no
think it's
problem.
60.
Yeah. I gotta
Um,
double
so
check
tossing
that.
a flare up, you can see that the pathway is actually pretty well constructed. This room that you're in, this antechamber, is pretty deliberately built out of stone. Kind of nicer stone than you've seen in a lot of the other ruins, and because it's so deep, perhaps, it's seen a lot less damage. Boy, this is not dungeon music. This is Monster Hunter!
Yes!
It's good
Man.
music then.
It is good, it's just not
It's
appropriate.
fight music.
Yeah,
So
I
it
need to
looks like-
refresh my... Anyway, it's a pretty sturdy shaft. Yes. And it goes up quite far, as a matter of fact.
Okay.
It doesn't seem like you reach the top with your 120-foot reach.
So I'll relay the information that it seems like it's quite a bit higher than. I mean, conceivably, it's probably the same distance that we traveled down. Like knowing how much I went down, I could probably surmise that it's probably the same way up.
You can. You're in a little bit of a rush to get away from the cave-in when you were flying down.
Yeah.
It isn't inconceivable that it goes back up to the previous level, though.
So I'll say, like, I think this might bring us back to where we came from, but it's hard to tell.
Yeah, it's probably an easy way down for the cult or whoever's using this, and I'll gesture up to where the cave came from. I guess the Terrans are
I
sending
don't
the
understand
bodies.
this platform, though. Did they fly up and down here and use this as a target, or?
The chains are magical.
Marvin, are you still standing on it?
Oh, yeah.
The chains are magical in some way. Maybe it can pull itself up.
Maybe I'll try, like, grabbing 2 chains and shaking.
Okay.
Be careful. I'm not sure how fast it will.
They seem pretty taut. You're able to wobble them a little bit, but they don't react in any way.
I'll make an Arcana check on the chains and platform, see if I can figure out what the operating mechanism
Sure.
is. That is a 15.
15. Not to be unoriginal, but much like the other couple of things you've identified, it looks like maybe it responds to a keystone or some other kind of token that allows you to use it when others can't.
The right person would be able to use it, but otherwise it won't activate.
Marcus stands on the platform.
Okay.
Well, who could this right person be?
It doesn't react.
Antoria actually.
Steps off.
Riyadh.
It's
What's her name? Riyadh?
Rajad.
Rajad or
Raja.
that ugly ass?
Antoria actually
Barret.
takes out the scarab that we found before and kind of looks at it for a moment, and then he walks over to the plate and touches the plate with one hand while holding the scarab in the other.
There's no reaction.
Alright, he touches it with the scarab instead.
There is no reaction.
Well, that's
Well, you
just a
mentioned
thought.
this teleporting witch that's been attacking your
Yeah,
party.
Rajad.
Rajad.
Raja.
Raja, sorry.
If you
I mean,
encounter-
unless you're deliberately getting it wrong. I don't know.
He might be. He might be. Antoria wasn't.
a lot. If you encountered her in here, she might still be around. All we have to do is subdue her and bring her back here.
Well, yeah, that's really easy to do when we don't know where she is or how to get out of here. So thank you for the insight, Kate.
Down the hallway, like, we have a hallway we haven't walked
They
down.
get along really well.
Apparently.
Actually, there might be a way to figure this one out. Antoria remembers he can fly and floats 5 feet off the ground. How high is the ceiling?
There it's about 15 feet up.
Alright, he'll float up to the maximum distance when going over the first set of tiles.
Okay.
How are we doing?
No reaction.
Alright, he starts to lower towards the second. He's being
Okay.
really cautious, like he wants to fly back up if the seconds start to react.
Okay.
He cautiously starts to land on the second, physically in contact now.
Okay.
He lands on the second.
I'm in there. I'm watching.
Okay, he lands on the second. Kind of checks his footing a little bit.
It's no surprise to Marcus that nothing happens.
Yeah. He floats.
Ah, you were right.
He floats
Pay
over
up.
to the fourth.
Oh,
no,
I
we
have
didn't-
a
He floats over to the fourth set and also
Found
touches
this.
those, but
orb. What is it? Is it an orb that circles my head?
ion stone.
It's an ion stone.
It's like
You can grab it by making
It's
a
like a
dex
little
check.
gem.
It's a really high
Actually,
dex
it's a
check.
nice looking shiny
It's
blue
like
gem.
25.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Sounds tempting.
It is.
It's just,
Makes you immune to
serves me-
surprise.
Yeah, immune to surprise, but
He knows
really
the
just
for that.
surprise in combat. But
I got it.
Yeah.
I got it.
He's full of.
Surprises him.
I get it now.
So Antoria can land on the fourth set as well with no problems?
No, as a matter of fact.
Oh, okay. No. Oh.
A wave of darts flies out from the ceiling above.
Okay.
You take 5 points of damage.
Alright.
From behind you, Marvin just goes, "Ha!
Give me a con
You
save.
were wrong."
Alright.
I was like dying.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Worth
Con
it.
save, right?
Sorry?
Con save, you said?
Yes.
Natural 1. Probably not happening.
You are poisoned.
Oh man,
What?
this is you.
I'm not drinking.
I feel like there's a verbal contract that you're breaking.
I have shit for honor.
Antoria glares back at Marvin. It wasn't electrified, that's all I claimed.
Marcus is gonna try and jump the first set of stones there.
In order to land on the second,
Land on the second.
give me an athletics check.
And Antoria will carefully.
Oh, I actually got a perk this last level.
Oh, for good
Jump
jumping.
farther.
Well, maybe you can
No.
jump fast more than that. I would think it would actually be harder for you to jump not as far.
Antoria will use medicine on himself to try and figure out what the extent of this poison
Sure.
is.
Give me a medicine check.
Okay. That's probably pretty good. That is a 18.
18.
You'll die shortly.
It doesn't seem terribly fatal, but you do feel a numbing sensation. Looks like the sort of thing that's maybe more meant to debilitate someone while the guards come and get them.
Well, I will fly back over.
Speaking of which.
Can I still fly?
Yes, you can still
Okay.
fly.
I will fly back over. I seem to have gotten myself poisoned by those damn darts.
You feel your head sort of getting cloudy.
Kind of stoops against the wall a little bit. Just. Oh wait, one thing I need to do. Okay, I maintain concentration on detect magic. That's no problem, but
Give me another con save.
Oh.
This will be after you come back.
okay.
You've landed, or are you still?
I have
like,
landed
bobbing?
now. Yeah, I've landed and I'm kind of braced against the wall at this
Okay.
point. Con save is a 20 that time.
20. All right. There's no change in your condition.
I'll glance and be like, "Are you alright?" right?
I feel like I'm going to. I don't know. I don't think so.
Wait, hold still. I'll take my
Alright.
robe off.
I got a 13. And I can jump a total of 10 feet. If I make a running long jump.
Well, then that's enough to put you on the third set of tiles. If
I'm
that's
not,
where you
I'm
want
not
to.
aiming for that, though.
Okay. Are you aiming for the second one?
Yeah.
Then you can make that jump, no problem.
Okay.
Before you go, I'll say now, Antoria did say that every other was untrapped, but
Unelectrified.
he got hit on the fourth one, so be careful. I think the second one's okay.
This is after I've jumped.
Yeah, you're already standing on it.
Okay.
This is like as you're running by.
Like, you're talking for like 10 seconds. Okay.
I'm gonna put a hand on the side of Antoria's neck and pump some.
Definitely has got you. Definitely got.
I'll always love you.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna pump a little bit of white light into him and cure disease.
Got it.
Poison, I guess.
Yeah, poison or disease.
Yes.
Yeah,
Then you feel your head clear up immediately.
That remarkable.
I feel like
You're just full of surprises, aren't you?
aren't we all?
You're a healer.
I have some tricks of my own. Yes.
Is there a check required
Things
for
would make a lot
identifying
more
a class
sense about you
ability?
You're actively trying to sort that out.
I'm just curious. He's just curious what it is. He doesn't know what it. He doesn't have a specific idea. He's just wondering. If he's
You could give me an Arcana check to try and identify a spell.
Okay, well, it's not quite a spell, I don't think, but we'll see.
It looked like a spell.
Natural 20. Oh,
Natural
God.
20.
Wow. You feel the touch of a sorcerer king.
You know.
Yeah, it's lay on hands.
Okay.
It is lay on hands.
And does that have a particular association with Templars in specific, or
There's no other.
Oh.
There's no other warrior clerics in the world that anyone knows of.
Alright.
Do I know what he did?
I guess you're right there.
I assume you're still like dancing on the chains.
You were wrong!
Oh no, I
Still
I'm-
wrong. The fourth one is poison.
I'm over about the party.
Sure. You can give me an Arcana check to identify as well.
He's not as good at
Nope.
Ooh, well.
15.
15. This is definitely healing magic of some kind, but
You're a healer.
he's a healer. He's a corpse.
Toria pauses for
That
just a
character's dead.
beat and then nods and says, "Thank you."
Wait, can you heal me too?
Of what?
I'm pretty hurt.
Oh, I realized you were beaten to shit in the last one.
Yeah, I was wondering if you guys were going to keep exploring while you're dead.
Also, I got this.
I took
Toria's
0 damage last fight.
Toria's looking pretty good, actually.
Yeah, yeah.
I got this
I'm a
beard
good
that won't go away.
Where
I
did
don't
that
think
come
do something
from?
about that.
Wait a
Sometimes
minute.
things just happen.
And Toria puts his hand to his forehead and starts moving it towards you and seems to be missing. It's like, weren't you taller at some point?
And not surrounded by music.
I was.
The music is
The
normal.
music is gone,
That's normal.
The music happens. I've seen that from time to time, but
and I think the glowing is gone.
yeah, that,
But he's also
Yeah.
still 48 years old.
Yeah.
but a half elf you wouldn't necessarily know.
That's true. That's
Oh.
true. Yes.
I think one of
But
the
he is still blue and has
fireballs
been.
I cast might have caused some irreparable damage, but
Irreparable damage.
Yes, I remember that.
Fire burns things. It doesn't.
It doesn't bleed.
Antoria, sometimes we have to pay consequences for the spells we cast. I'm willing to pay those. Are you?
There aren't consequences like that to my spells. What are you talking about?
Oh, really? I kind of gesture to the entire party.
You did turn
Really?
into an
Do
enormous
yeah.
I mean, it
Although,
was quite helpful
You,
if
you
you
were
saved our
turning the
lives.
dust. You were turning the ground to black ash every time you cast.
I'm gonna like straighten up.
Your face. You wore a mask to hide your face.
That was not the result of my spells.
What are you talking about?
Marcus. Wait, well, Marcus.
Marcus is like,
Zathus, back me up on this
Yeah,
one.
Zathus, what are you doing?
I'm just hanging around watching these guys.
It's like there's no money here at
Yeah,
all.
exactly.
The money's stuck to the door.
I'm gonna start chiseling out this floor.
I'm just sitting here watching these guys like float and jump across these tiles and just
Okay,
like
you
that
can just
works.
like do a cartwheel across.
probably
I could
yeah.
roll 2 and he'd get
I
across.
could like wall jump across.
All right, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah. Anyway.
But no, Marvin, I never take your side on anything.
Well, there we have it.
Marcus says, if you guys are done chit-chatting over there...
I'm
still
actually
around.
not done. You're a defiler?
No.
Well,
Absolutely not.
He did defile when he was casting spells.
There was a lich in my
We
brain.
fixed that problem, didn't we,
Guys.
Antoria?
There was
1 second, Marcus. This is important. How do we stop being killed? Yeah. Yeah, that's great, Marcus.
I'm inside of a giant centipede!
Yeah.
Oh, it hurts in here!
Yeah, we heard all about that. Yeah. Anyways, you said you were a lich.
Marvin, throw me a rock.
Yeah, there was a lich in my brain. It
You want
used
me
me
to-
as a
alright,
phylactery to
I'll
preserve
go
its
get
own
you like
existence. We
a
recently
rock
expelled
like
it.
this and
That's good.
try to
Okay.
throw it towards you.
Okay.
I
Perhaps
guess
you
I'll
have
just
heard of
do
him, Yarna.
athletics to...
Have I heard of Yarda?
No,
Give me a history check.
I got a 6.
Okay.
That's not gonna do it.
And Antoria will give a brief description of Slither as well to try and help it along, so to speak, give him more mental clues.
Sure.
8.
In so much as you've heard of the boogeyman, yeah.
I'll be like, I've heard the name.
He was the lich we defeated twice. Once
He
here.
also went in his head and he controlled him.
If he had controlled me, you would all be dead.
Like, you didn't have all his power yet.
Conveniently leaving out the part where you worked for him.
Yeah, right. But he's gone, and that's what matters.
Is he?
I took a rock about the size of Ye, and I tried to throw it to Marcus, but I rolled a 6.
Oh God.
So I don't know where you get that from.
I think it just lands in front of you.
Does that even
About
happen?
1 inch in front.
On the tile?
Yeah.
No, no.
Yeah,
Does it
like
depress or anything? Okay. I'll be like,
No, the tiles don't seem to be moving or shifting under your weight or anything like that.
I'll sort of relax.
maybe I could have Kade do it. He's better at this stuff.
Toss
than
me a rock.
Throw me the rock.
I'll go get a rock. As I come back, I'm gonna be like,
We
and
love
Tori, I'm gonna
sports. We don't
gesture
care
down
anymore.
to where
So many Lonely Island references.
Marvin dropped that rock right in front of him. Like, if we
Actually, there's rocks all over the
If
room.
we step on the rock instead of the tile, will it activate? It's on physical contact.
I honestly don't know. I'm not sure they would respond to rocks at all, so the only way to find out would be to try it.
I wouldn't trust him. He assured us that every other one was safe.
It's been friendly. He said. I'm gonna toss a rock.
Tori just
to-
shakes his head and glares at you a little.
To Marcus.
Seems to be in a bad mood all of a sudden.
Alright.
25.
25, you're able to nimbly toss him a medicine ball-sized rock.
Oh, yeah, 25.
What does it take to stop a squad of truth? A handful of traps in a hole.
Yeah.
Not a lich.
I mean,
not
let's be real. The Squad of Truth will stop itself at any given point in time.
Just a fucking bitch about shit.
So I
We don't
made an
fully
arcana.
understand about one another.
Yep.
I mean, it is very in character, and I do really appreciate it.
Yeah.
Great.
I have no problems with this. Anyway, Marcus,
is
you have a
gonna
rock.
He's gonna try and throw this rock onto the 4th set of buttons.
Give me an athletics check.
Panels. Wow.
2 4s.
Fucking
Really?
12.
You are able, once again, to just sort of get it. Mostly onto that one, there's no reaction. No, excuse me, onto the 4th one?
Yes.
Yes, actually.
Well, that seems like that's still loaded.
And Tori will carefully fly over there and see if he can investigate and find the trap. While flying over a different set of tiles, the 3rd one.
Okay.
18?
To fly over?
Oh no, to investigate. I'm pretty sure.
Oh, they match the first set in almost every way.
Okay, so I can't determine the mechanism or anything.
I'll say, look at the ceiling, dummy.
That's Marcus.
Yes, that is you.
All right,
Marcus.
I actually will look at the ceiling, see if there's anything suspicious there as well.
Sure. Seems well crafted, but there's. I mean, you can give me a check. This is what you're going to find out about it.
I'll save my good rolls. I've been rolling good today, other than that one.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Well,
It doesn't seem related to whatever's going
So
on.
where are
before.
the arrows coming from?
small. There were no holes in it visibly.
Oh, above the 4th. I thought you were looking
I'm sorry,
above the 3rd.
No,
Excuse
4th.
me.
Sorry.
Yes, there are some small flute diameter holes in the ceiling.
Points at the holes, and the tiles were the same still, or is that a different answer now that it's the 4th instead of the 3rd?
The tiles are the same, although
Okay.
those seem to have a little bit of shift to them. Yes.
I think I've got it.
Yes.
What
I'm
if,
like about to jump, and I'm gonna step back.
what if you use your magic hand and use that bag and then open the bag such that it would catch all of the arrows and we can walk under the bag.
That's a really dangerous thing to do with that bag. It's really touchy about being in contact with anyone. It tends to eat them.
And what is
Actually,
that
where
bag?
where is it right now? Actually,
There.
But the bag,
No, I mean-
he wrapped it back up after it ate Barret.
okay.
Come on, Barret.
He's just floating above. What can I see down here, by the way, since I'm that far close to the exit?
Actually, it turns.
Oh, it turns.
Jump to
There's a 90-degree sort of curve to the left. You can see some a torch
Marcus will try
set
and
on the
make
wall
room.
that's flickering in the darkness.
Cool.
I'm gonna jump to meet Marcus.
Okay. 16.
Okay, and Tori will float outside.
Laying
of
gracefully in
the-
his arms.
Tori will float over here in this last section here before the corner, but he's
Okay.
not touching the floor again.
All right. It looks like there's some more torchlight coming from down that way.
Okay, he'll investigate for any further traps on this part here.
Okay.
The tech magic's still up.
No magic that you've seen.
13.
No traps that you see either.
Okay. He doesn't say anything, he just continues floating there.
Well, I'm gonna. So, could I hypothetically long jump past the? I guess it would be a harder check to jump. Past
It's a
the board.
jump from a standing position. So.
Right.
Yeah.
As we've seen,
But-
fifth edition will let you just launch
saying you-
yourself
like,
80
you could
feet
just do it.
forward. It's basically Gary's mod, the game.
I'm just gonna jump to the dart trap.
Okay.
And I'm gonna ready my shield.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. Assuming I don't fall on my face.
We'll see.
Yeah. 16.
16. You land square
Yeah.
on the tile.
And I'll be like, "Come on, Marcus, I'll cover you."
That's a good idea. Marcus takes out his tower shield. It's been on his back this whole time.
He's a
And
turtle.
does the same thing. With a 28. And everything just destroys itself.
Yeah.
I'm gonna step
Everything's
off,
dead.
and I'm gonna pull out a couple of those darts.
All right.
Keep those.
Marcus steps off the plates.
Marvin, what are you doing? Are you following the Lost Vikings
Well,
lead?
I'm a little disappointed that everyone's gone and left me.
No, Zathus is still right there.
He's like chiseling out the wall now.
He's your friend, right?
Zasus is waiting so he can stab me without anyone seeing.
What the fuck did I do with my pencil?
Good question.
I have a pencil here if you want it.
I'll shout to Antoria, do you have any more of those flying potions?
Afraid not.
How about a potion of strength? Do you have any of
I
those?
just I'm afraid not. See you later.
Well, bye forever.
Pleasure working with you.
It's actually pretty amazing we had one.
I'm just gonna, I guess, I'll just kind of wait here and see if you guys.
Oh.
Like, are they gonna remember me?
Yeah.
I'll be like,
Victoria looks at you. You don't need a flying potion. Just leap.
I'd rather wait.
hold tight. We'll see what's up ahead.
around just in case.
I'm not feeling so hot.
Like, if it's a cave in or something like that, there's no need to worry
Yeah,
about this.
and maybe you guys will find a way to deactivate this.
It seems unlikely given the way they're set up.
Oh man!
The right people would never need.
alone.
Yeah.
The right
it's
people
just
would
you
never
two
need to
left
activate
now.
them.
So what am I supposed to do? Like throw him onto the electrified?
You could stab him in the heart.
Grab his face and hold it.
I mean, I hate Marvin, but I don't think I hate him that much.
You can
I mean,
not
he's
kill
still,
our primary
he's still
damage
very
dealer.
useful.
Just as a thought.
He's still pretty useful. I don't hate him that much.
Well, I'm gonna peek around that next corner with my shield up.
Oh, I guess you're here too.
It's just you
Yeah.
tolerate.
Okay.
Yeah, I tolerate him.
He's a
until-
means to make
until
you
he-
richer, right?
Huh?
He's a means to make you richer.
Well, yeah, sort of. He's, you know. Where the heck was the? There,
What?
the
Oh, I
bottle
took it.
opener was over here.
I got it. Oh.
Yeah, he's a means to my own goals or whatever. And so, you know, I let him live until he, you know,
At
till
least
he
he
passes
serves
his usefulness.
You don't throw a hammer in the trash until it drops to 0 hit points.
Exactly.
Exactly.
There, past that turn, there is a crowded-looking room that seems like it's lit by torchlight.
Why is Antoria on a die?
He's
He's
flying.
flying.
Okay.
Yeah, he's flying.
Marcus falls behind Kade.
Crowded. Is
Okay.
there people in it? Or just tiny?
There are forms in the
Oh.
room, as a matter of fact, but
Oh.
none of them seem to be moving. Zathus, what are you doing?
I guess seeing that everybody else made it across. Let's see, I don't know exactly how far I can jump.
I'm pretty
You
sure
can
if you
probably-
make
you can probably
acrobatics checks, you'll
wall
be
run.
fine.
Okay, I'm pretty
Yeah,
sure.
you're fine, man. Just make some acrobatics checks. Call out your 30-digit numbers, and we'll be good.
Do a power slide through.
I was thinking of a wall run, like it kind of
Yeah.
you know, run up here and just like.
Do a barrel roll.
Yeah. All right, I'm just gonna try and. You think I can make the whole distance or just jump here?
I would make it as 2 jumps.
Okay.
Don't push it.
Don't push it. All right. I'm just I gotta be flashy, you know.
You'll be flashy if you
Jump
mess up
across
the-
one, throw a dagger at Marvin, and then cartwheel across the others.
I'll disarming the trap on the 4th one.
That sounds perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
I like the idea of like slicing Marvin's head off while it skids on the floor and then riding his head down.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I wish I
That's
could do
the
that.
best dance move. If only there was a spare character's head sitting around.
Unfortunately, the one that has it is all the way on the.
The ashes of it.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh, that's what we should have done. We should have just kept Barret sentient, but only his head. So he just float around making bear
Wait,
puns.
Are you suggesting something like Weekend at Bernie's where we try to convince Safus that he's not actually dead?
Exactly.
Okay.
Where's Barret? Oh, he's right here.
Hard.
That's Fireball, the nearest barkeeper.
It's like a complex system of illusions to keep the bear guys up.
All right, I'm gonna attempt to, you know, mimic what I saw them do as far as which areas are safe.
Give me an acrobatics check.
Jump to those places.
Roll a 1.
Don't
Don't
roll
roll a
a
1.
Give me more than
Don't
one.
roll a 1. Don't roll a 1.
All right, so
Ah! Weekend at Bernie's.
No!
Ah!
Yes!
It never ends.
that was perfect. That was so brilliant.
Can we make
Why
a
didn't we
donation
think
to
of
the
that?
stream?
I feel like we all need to commit seppuku.
Everyone drinks some nonsense.
We all rolled a 1 in life. I'm missing that. All right,
Barret.
From beyond the
10.
grave, he still haunts you.
He's not even real, and I'm angry at him.
At least I denied him proper burial, if that helps.
Yes.
Bear.
Ah, burial! Yes! All right, give me an acrobatics check.
10.
10.
To jump. Whoop, 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 whoop. All right. Whoop, whoop, whoop.
Yep. Give me another one.
The next one we used our shields to block darts that came down on us.
Yeah.
Uh,
You can just jump further.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That'd be probably easy for
But
you.
you're talking about the 4th row, right? Has the darts on it?
The 4th. Well, actually, there's a rock on one of the tiles that seems to be holding one of the tiles down. So
And is it like constantly like shooting darts?
it is not. No.
Okay. it's just like on automatic
Pile of
fire.
darts.
Just like pushing yourself through a curtain of darts.
All right. Well, I guess I will aim for the rock. I mean, I guess if it's holding the tile down, it's already
Sure.
Just lands perfect
I
down on
will,
the
I'll
rock.
hold close to where he is, not
Okay.
on the tiles, but beside them.
Oh man, Kade's actually about to do something honorable.
What? I fucking healed your friend and didn't heal the guy you don't like.
Wait,
He actually says this.
I killed that serpent in a column of light. Let's not forget.
I wasn't there for that.
Oh.
I was.
Well, it was sweet.
I was conveniently in some sort of walking coma.
You were floating there. And
No, he was in the zone of truth.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
The
there, by
extra
the way,
dimensional
guys.
space that we
Marvin.
There's a picnic table. There's a bear.
The only thing that Marvin ever said that was, you know, good was the zone of truth. All right. Oh my god, that's terrible.
Holy shit.
9.
keep. 9?
9.
Land on the rock and wobble a little bit, and actually your other foot comes down in the tile. But nothing happens.
Woo!
I'm gonna be like set, like I was clearly about to.
To shove him into
Yeah.
the other.
Yeah.
Push him in the
I
light.
like the white tiles.
But nothing happens.
Okay,
Yeah.
nothing happens.
Oh.
Marvin, what are you up to?
I'm gonna.
Hey,
Kade's-
guys, Kade's
I'm
gonna
gonna
kind
go
of-
back and investigate the rest of this
Save this
room
kind
back
of look
here.
at Cade like.
Okay.
Yeah.
Don't forget about me, guys. I'll see if there's a way out over here.
I'll be like, just yell if trouble comes.
Just yell if you're getting eaten by a giant centipede.
Separating like this is what caused us to lose our friend before. I don't think we should
Carson.
leave him there.
You consider Marvin a friend?
Well, the logic is still valid.
Alright, yeah. Touche.
What do you need in order to cross?
Some heals and a flame potion.
He's actually been really open about that.
Yes.
Does he like look really bloody, like visibly like?
Absolutely.
Yeah, he like fell and bounced off the centipede. It was bad.
His level of detail has shifted to the bloodied.
And then,
man.
I walked on some electricity.
Oh yeah. That was actually pretty bad. Yeah.
Okay. Well, conveniently,
Don't-
someone is flying.
Yeah, someone with 8 strength is fine.
Yeah, just carry him across. Turn into the gorilla.
Would flying help me
Fucking
carry
rip the
someone?
door off.
No.
Okay.
But there's other stuff you can do when you're flying.
That's true.
Like laugh at him while flying.
Taunt him.
Shut up, you're dead.
Taunt him while
You're
flying.
dead, Blackleaf.
I construct an intricate series of staircases that lead
Give me a staircase check.
Yeah. Give me a
Alright,
carpentry
I do have a climbing kit. Is the ceiling, top of the ceiling, like really smooth, or could I like insert climbing spikes into it?
It's
Go like swing across.
made of bricks and masonry. There's at least one spot where there's very clear holes.
Right.
Um,
The cement could probably be forced.
well, there's no such thing as cement
Wow.
back then.
Well, it's bricks and masonry. There has to be something holding them together,
It's,
right?
No, it's like all like pyramids.
Solid stone.
Yeah.
It's just wedged together
It
really
is.
well.
Alright.
Yeah.
Well, wedged together. I'll try and insert a climbing spike between
Yeah, I
the
mean,
two
there's
wedges.
slits that you could reasonably get something in there with.
Okay, well, I will try.
But it's also just as likely to just crumble away.
Okay, I'll just say, can one of you strong men just carry me across this?
Marcus could conceivably throw you across.
No, I don't want to be thrown.
Alright, Marcus is gonna step onto the fourth row with the shield up, just in case. It
Okay.
happens. Okay. But it didn't happen for him.
He landed on the one, so there's 2 tiles.
Yes.
One with a rock on it.
Oh, that one already has a rock.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That one's depressed.
Very good.
Wait a moment, I have a theory.
The other one feels alright about itself.
The one that Marcus is on, Antoria will slip in and, sharing his space for a moment, also step on the tile while under the shield.
Okay.
Does anything happen?
Nope.
If you stay here doing this, it won't fire again. That should help, or if anyone stays here, maybe he could stay here while you help get him across.
Sure, stay here and I'll go get our friend.
Alright, he gets off before you move and sit down.
That was so weird. There's a cold dog nose on there.
Yeah, it's...
Alright, I'll jump to row 2. With the 16.
16. You land nimbly in place. I can't remember if my back door is closed. Keep rolling.
Across to the next one, which is 24. Hi there.
Hello. You make it across.
Alright,
I've got an idea. Let me jump on your back.
Marcus kind of bends down.
Alright, like climb up.
Okay.
So he's backpacking like Yoda.
Yeah.
I'm gonna jump to the second row.
Good thing you're shorter or you'd be clipping the ceiling
22?
when he jumps across.
You make it across, but
God.
Marvin's beard is like tickling you. It's tickling your nose.
If you sneeze on it, I'll destroy it.
What was that?
Just a bunch of feathers. Just.
That
I'm
beard
sorry,
out of
I've
here.
never had a
Hi.
ride like this before.
Tie that beard up.
Oh no man buns.
Alright, Marcus will go for the. Well, I guess he's gonna jump towards where Zathis is since he's standing on the switch already.
Okay.
But so is.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Oh,
You're,
Kade's
he's on
on
the
it.
shield,
Oh,
sorry.
yeah.
He's
So
got...
I'll be
So
basically,
both of them
I'll
are
have a foot
depressed.
on it, but be stepped back so you have room to land on it.
Fair enough. 17.
You make it across, no problem.
There we go.
And Marcus just like drops him off on the electric gun. No, he lets Marvin down.
Zathis kind of turns to Marcus and goes, "Did you really need to do that?"
To
Thank
keep
you.
moving, yes.
Thank you, Marcus. I do appreciate it.
Get that beard checked out.
I can...
See your doctor.
That's your dog.
Have you ever seen a beard so magnificent, though?
It's made of feathers.
Can't say that I have.
I've never seen a beard more ridiculous.
all those doctors in Athos.
Yes.
We had one
at
when
the
you got
doctor
eaten.
store.
Yeah.
All right, you guys heading down the hallway. We're going back the way you came. You're getting to be such masters at crossing this
Now
hallway.
that we're done, let's go back.
Yeah, well, I guess...
Marcus is going to mention that we spotted some figures possibly in the next room, and that we should try and be a bit. Should try to be a bit cautious.
Yeah,
It works so well for this.
I couldn't tell if they were alive or not. They may be carcasses or statues.
Or immediately fireball them either way.
Yeah, right.
So what we're gonna do is we're gonna do this. And then pretend there's a curve right here that for whatever reason I haven't drawn. I guess I could just draw it, but...
Oh! Makes sense.
The hand of God comes down.
So it's actually not all that far away. So as I said, this room is lit by torches. Looks like another cave-in has opened up another entrance on the other side of it off to the left. This room is filled with a couple of things that are really kind of peculiar. First of all, there's very, very, very old metal cages strewn about the room. Many of them are closed, a couple of them are open, one or two of them have figures inside of them, figures that don't appear to be living, not dead figures either, they're statues. For some reason, someone's locked up statues in this room. As a matter of fact, there's other statues that aren't in the cages either. There's one right in front of you, as a matter of fact, a little diminutive, little tailed statue, and there's a couple others that seem like they've been smashed up. There's one other thing in the room, however. There's a figure, a robed figure with blue scales examining one of the cages on the far side.
Wait, does he look like Mongo?
Which?
The blue...
No,
Wow.
this person's actually quite tall, as a matter of fact.
Oh, I thought
However,
it was scaly. Alright.
however, the figure in front of you looks surprisingly like Mongo.
Yes! I high five Barret.
He misses.
Yeah, Marvin does
That's
nothing.
total whiff.
My ribs!
So I'll kind of...
So, Bill,
Look at
your
Kade.
character's investigations have sort of brought you to this location.
And
I died,
look at
and he fell.
Antoria.
I died
And
immediately.
be like, Antoria, is it possible to turn something to
Yeah,
stone?
I'll like pull back around
It
the
is
corner.
Arcana check to know that stone spells exist. I mean, I'm pretty close to having stone
Yeah.
spells. Do we even need a check at this point?
Give me a check. Sure.
Okay, sure.
If you get a 1, something will happen.
16.
16.
Turns to stone.
You know.
Yes, they do.
Well, that's all that
There
is.
you go.
You are aware of such spells' existence, yes.
Most definitely possible.
Bill, why don't you
horrifying.
describe your character to us?
Alright,
Physically, like,
a
not for 2 hours.
I'm
16
She has
strength,
a-
15 cone.
Not your
a
background.
guana-like head. She's about 6'6". She has silvery spines and clawed appendages.
Say that very first part again. I think that we're still speaking over it.
She has an iguana-like head, silvery
Iguana.
spines, and clawed appendages. She looks almost like a half dragon, half human, or drake, I should say.
Thank you.
There's only one dragon.
Yes, that's right, there is.
Yeah.
And her skin is covered in dark blue sapphire scales with a slight sheen to them. The rest is not really description stuff, so I'm just carrying it.
Well, she is wearing robes.
Yes,
That's worth
she's
mentioning.
wearing, she's
Not
wearing a
completely
black
evil.
cloak with a hood and simple blue robes.
Sure.
Hmm.
All right.
She's fairly tall, too. She's, like, how tall are you? Like,
I am
Double that.
What?
no.
I'm 7'7".
Okay, she's shorter than you, but taller than
Like
most
6.5
normal.
or something like
Yeah,
that?
she's like 6'6".
Yeah, just all around Antoria. Sure.
Hold. After examining that, I'll turn to Antoria again. Say, this thing looks dangerous.
Would we recognize the race? Or
Yeah, like I was gonna say, in my travels, what
Ah,
I
good
encountered.
question.
Great
Or
question.
it's just like a something obscure.
It is obscure. Give me a... Taking suggestions.
History?
Nature.
Nature? I could go for that too.
I can take either of those.
Okay.
They are exactly the same for me, so.
Yeah.
14.
17.
4. It looks like a lizard.
Yeah, well, I sure would enslave that.
19.
9.
9. What'd you get? 4.
It has scales.
Fucking monster.
I kill it.
It's a monster that turns people to stone. Kill it.
Antoria, there's various types of lizard man across the steppes. In the past 3 days, you've encountered 2 different types.
Yeah.
What'd you get?
14.
I got 19.
Yes.
You might get
The
that.
2 of you identify this as a Dre. Dre are a dragon-like folk from the Far East. They're known for being very secretive, very
We need more of that.
private. Sorry?
So we need more of that.
They basically appear and disappear in city-states very rarely, almost at random. Very few people actually have dealings with them. Usually they just show up, get what they need from the markets, and then disappear.
Are they known to be? So they're not known to be hostile or anything. Just
Well, everyone's known to be hostile.
Well,
They're not.
They're not expressly
so.
Not actively.
So Terex, for example, are a race that if you run into one and he's not like just in a mercenary company, he's probably just going to try and eat you
Yeah.
and then take all of your stuff. Dre, no one's quite sure where Dre are from, but the fact that when people do see them, they're usually in city-states suggests that they're more civilized than the beast races and that kind of thing. That said, no one, at least either that you two have ever met, have really had associations or even really spoken to one. You just sort of see one and then watch them across the market, that kind of thing.
Have the ones that we've seen been sapphire?
No, they haven't. But they haven't either been one particular color either.
So I relay some of that information.
Zammy, you would have noticed, I think, that unless you guys have deliberately not entered the room, you guys have been talking amongst
Okay,
yourselves.
do I notice them? Yeah, that's what I was waiting for. If I
Yeah.
notice them at this point.
We're still hanging back, I think.
I figured
Okay.
I'd be hanging back.
I want
Okay.
to ready a scorching ray in the first instance of hostile action.
Sure.
So I notice them? Or not yet?
Well, you guys have advanced far enough to at least see that stuff.
Yeah.
That path that I drew there on the map is the distance between where you are and where that is. So
I thought your back was turned to us.
Yeah, I might not notice.
you are
I'm
at the
probably-
side closest to Herbie, actively looking
Okay. Yeah.
at the cages. There's also some small tables and shelves. Most of them seem pretty wrecked and ruined and stuff like that. This might have been a lab or something like that at some point, but in the far distant past. You're just sort of snooping around, looking for traces of a particular person or something like that.
I continue to investigate them.
Very well.
Marcus will put
In which case, no, you haven't noticed them.
Marcus will put a hand on Marvin's shoulder and say, "Well, my diplomatic pal, looks like you're up."
It is strange.
Safest rolls his eyes.
That's hostile
Strange.
action.
If that's her lair. I'd say,
Marcus, fireball.
if I didn't know better, I'd say it looks like she's looking for something. But that would mean that's not her own lair. Interesting. Or its own lair. Interesting.
What do you make of our friend Mongo here?
It does look like him, doesn't it?
Mongo, in particular, you can tell because he's like got huge ripped arms, but he's also like really obviously like
Do you suspect
glad he died
it's
afraid.
this
That's
creature
Han Solo.
or some other means of traps? This thing seems to be moving around with ease.
I don't know, but if I had to guess, we can see the statues in the cages, right? Or some of them at least?
you can
that's the whole
see.
background.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
You can see.
Some of the statues are in cages. That would be odd for a trap. Feels like it must be something a little more active. It could be the creature before us, but
Yeah.
she's looking around as if she's searching for something. That makes me think it's not her own.
So I
Right.
will.
I also share that, like, you know, in my whatever experience with them. Yeah, my travels that they've never they've never been particularly hostile, and this doesn't seem like one of their.
Like,
You know.
does her cloak match what you've seen of these cultists?
No, this doesn't look right at all for that.
I will.
She seems to be much like.
Marcus still has his hand.
Oh,
on
yeah.
his
I will step forward.
She seems to be
release
much like
myself from
Kade
your
here.
grasp.
Alright, Antoria's
And
falling right behind you
I
as you
will.
walk.
He's low on health, doesn't
Shoot. I
Yeah.
will shoot a firebolt at like.
Oh, Jesus.
I didn't get to finish.
Okay.
That's
at
it,
like
that's-
the floor next to her.
Okay.
Of course,
And-
that's that's a great
So
way
this
to
happens?
introduce yourself.
Give me an attack roll.
Yeah.
Alright.
I hope you dodge it.
It's 27.
27. You hit square in the mark.
Yeah, and I'll say.
Antoria looks startled.
This,
and
of
looks
course,
at you.
alerts
I
you.
will
Startled, she whirls around and the Dre turns to
Zephyr
face
draws
you.
his
Are you startled?
I'm not startled. That's a good point.
Yeah.
And I will say,
Uh,
hold creature.
She does not. Remember that stuff.
I'll whirl around. Yeah, I forgot about that. You're right.
Yeah.
I whirl around. Who goes there? What is your purpose here?
I think we're the ones that are asking the questions, and I kind of motion to my friends up back. Hopefully, Marcus is coming up.
Takes up a defensive stance.
rubbing his brow.
Are you responsible for this creature right here? And I point to the stone.
If so, we're all cool.
Yeah.
I am not, and I would be asking you the same. Did you do this?
We might have had some small part in it, but
Jesus, Marcus.
we didn't. Not
looking at Antoria,
directly.
like, let me do this next time.
No one voted. I didn't vote.
Zathis has drawn his
is not a
sword
democracy.
behind Marvin.
This is a cheerocracy.
What are you doing here? It appears you're looking for something.
I'm looking for somebody that's been lost to me, somebody that's been lost in these ruins, and I'm very worried may have somehow found an unfortunate end like these poor stone figures.
There are many unfortunate ends here.
Yeah, I'll sort of step up. Like,
Antoria,
Yes.
is detect magic still?
I'm afraid we probably messed around with the room too
Okay.
long.
we done a lot of it.
Yeah, it's only 10 minutes. It's not that long.
Yeah, you definitely spent more
Are
time.
you in league with Rihad?
Raja.
Raja.
Antoria,
Who's-
correct.
Literally
I
the
say-
entire party corrects.
Yeah.
Who's this Raja
In
you
unison.
speak of?
And-
I know not of this person. you
Antoria
speak of.
describes her briefly. Female wearing female
Do I
wearing
recognize-
robes.
The
Absolutely.
description of the robes?
Yeah, totes.
Has
What
mastery
do you
over.
know?
Totes
of them?
robes.
We've encountered these cultists somewhere else before, but we have seen her here as well. The cultist we encountered before was Rajad, called himself the Herald of the Storms. He was attempting to take over Tyr by reanimating their sorcerer king. At least that's what we suspect.
Hold on, you're born. You're born.
Oh my
You
god.
don't.
Victoria goes.
Zathis takes his short sword and kind of pokes Marvin in the back.
That's hostile action.
I have heard of these people. We were actually, me and my partner here, investigating into their activities. They're called Far Heralds.
Far Heralds. Interesting.
Do I know anything
I think you
about
may
that?
know more about them than I do.
You've heard whisper of that name, yes.
In relation to
Yes.
my, yeah.
Actually, they have too. They probably just
How-
forgot about
What
it.
do you have to do with them? Why are you here?
In truth, our being here has nothing to do with them. We simply encountered them here where we were looking for something else.
I'm
gonna say,
curious.
Speak
How,
for yourself. I'm actually here for them myself.
how did you get to this room? We came about a slightly ill-conceived.
That's an excellent question.
How did
Sammy,
you
you
get
actually-
to this room?
You actually took the elevator down.
There was an elevator. Oh, I don't know. There was a magical platform that
Thank you.
took me all the way down here.
From
Interesting.
back where we came,
Yes, back from the room.
Interesting.
and you
beyond
crossed
tracks.
the floor.
If the elevator
Yes.
worked for her, the floor would also work for her.
Did you encounter any electricity on the floor?
Did I?
No, you did not.
That would mean you would be able to open the door.
What door?
The sealed door in the other room.
You tried. No, you can't.
I
Just
tried
to
it.
fast forward.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You could walk on the floor and use the elevator, but not the seal. Interesting. I thought all three were
Did
key.
I also probably detect what they were and how
Yes.
they were keyed? Okay.
Assuming that you have that spell that Antoria has.
Actually, I don't think sorcerers get that, so.
Then no. No.
Wow,
You don't know
I do have
squat.
Kirby's just
I-
come here.
I have a fairly high knowledge arcana. I don't know if knowledge arcana would.
Without detect magic, it
Oh shit! Oh shit!
Oh shit.
Oh shit!
He's tangled. He's
It's
tangled.
okay. Hang on. It's okay.
Everybody pet the dog. Bring him out for
Hang on.
Hang on.
What's he tangled with?
He was tangled with the cord. It was like around his body and like
Is
the
he out?
middle.
He's free.
What an idiot.
He's free. He's free.
He's free.
All right. Polo's free, everybody.
Whoa, whoa, whoa!
Ease up there, Marcus.
Careful, careful.
Boom! Somebody boom.
That's with Lobos just pushing it in.
For some reason.
Yeah.
Straight
Straight,
jack.
No,
exactly.
I was scared the table was folding in on itself.
Oh!
Okay.
That would be disastrous.
It would.
Yes.
Uh,
Dex checks.
So then
This
I
is a
probably,
real life adventure.
even with a high knowledge arcana, I wouldn't know exactly then.
Not precisely, but
Okay.
you
I
You got
don't know.
sleuth
I
and
ran
skill.
into this weird.
You can probably
object.
suss part of it out
Yeah.
at least.
I ran into this weird object that wouldn't budge for me, but nothing else has happened other than that path, that mysterious
Interesting.
moving magical object would lift me
You're
up
key
and
to
down.
at least part of the ruins, but not all of them.
So what was the name of the cult again? I forgot.
Far
Far
Heralds.
Far Herald. So I'm gonna I'll brush forward. I'll be like, listen,
You guys have actually heard that term before.
like tell me everything you
Yeah.
know.
Yep.
Far
Oh,
Heralds.
what do we know?
Well,
we know?
we were sent by a group
Give
to
me-
investigate their activities here,
Oh, wait.
and
Everything in my
my
house
friend-
is falling apart.
me and my friend are mercenaries, and we were hired for a hefty amount of coin to try and figure out what exactly it is they're doing here in these ruins.
Who
And
hired you?
I'll mention,
That's a great question.
the,
sorry.
Zathis kind of looks over at Kade and
the name of that town,
and his
the
short sword. He's like,
Brendan, that pirate town. I probably know the name of a contact there.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'll mention that name.
Just make
And
one
the
up right
town.
now.
Um,
Barret.
Rod.
Ryan Rajag.
That's really close to.
Yeah, really.
Yeah.
All right, we'll sort it out. We'll sort
I'm not
it
gonna.
out.
Regardless, it's
Yes.
not
All right,
anything.
well, Kate can tell you're lying then.
Yeah. Regardless, it's not anything that would.
Sure.
Yeah, so I'll sort of like.
Anyway.
I'll relax a little bit and step back. Sorry.
What's
I'm
the
a
check
little
for
high-strung.
Herald knowledge?
Oh, give me an int check.
Just int?
Yeah, we'll see if you remember.
Natural 1. Sure don't.
Wow! You remember so little that you're forced to take a drink of Nas.
Nope.
Give it
All right.
What was
Well,
gonna
I
do
feel
it
like
for
you
ya?
need to get
Yeah.
a double because this is the second time.
You can have some
Right.
dark stout.
I'm opting to.
Okay,
oh my
that's good.
god!
Stop.
Oh,
I like
I
that
don't
you don't
even
want to see him
Milo
get
vote.
hurt.
I don't want to inflict that on anybody
Bathroom.
at all.
So, Antoria, one thing you said that struck me is you said he was the key to this room, these
At
rooms
least
or something.
part of them.
What purpose or what devices would enable him to
Cheap.
be she?
Actually.
Yeah,
she-
exactly.
I can't tell.
A
I
key-
mean,
Yeah.
Some sort of keystone or something about their
Well,
person.
the person, but why? I would
Magic
imagine
was
it's
keyed
not
that way.
her specifically.
That does
it's
seem
something
unlikely.
about her.
She may have found something, or it may be something about her species,
Did you
perhaps.
find anything in the rooms and pick it up?
No, I haven't.
Did
Me
you
and my
come
friend were
here-
separated. We came here originally to investigate, but along
Were
the way
you
we ran
given
into some
any
trouble.
sort of seal or item by someone before coming in here?
No.
Victoria will start casting Detect Magic. It
Okay.
takes 10 minutes. He kind of backs off a little into the shadows.
Zathis asks, what is it that you're carrying?
Turn out your pockets.
Yeah, like I mean, list it all.
Well, it's, like...
She has, from what you can
Would you pass
visibly
that to
see,
Jeff,
traveler's
please?
pack, some stuff inside it bulging out, some ropes tied to it, camping gear, a few potions tied around her belt. I'm not gonna. She should just look at you like.
So-
I'm not gonna tell you what I'm carrying. I don't trust you yet.
I'm sorry,
Zathis-
we've been very rude.
For all I know, you're still with the Far Heralds and just trying to trick me.
What is your name?
My name is Mitrix Celeros.
What?
That was racist.
You can just call me Zammy for short.
Sammy.
Yes.
Is that with a Z or an S?
With a Z.
Wait, how do you know how you don't even know
You
what
know
those
what?
letters are?
I know
You
they're
can read.
Roman.
Yes, that's
You
true.
can read.
Okay.
But that would be a weird question.
That would be really.
Listen, I need to write it down in my player's journal.
Here,
And will that be for here to go?
you can see
It's
this.
that arrow with the Sorcerer King on the front.
Zathis is gonna say, declare... I get one.
Declare an action against
Declare your weapons for security. Everything into your pockets.
Yeah, exactly. Well, I was just, I wanted to intimidate her because, we're, we are many and she's one. But, yes. Never mind. Never mind.
Marcus is gonna just kind of start looking around the room now.
She
Just like-
stops, stares at you, pierces a gaze on you,
You turn to
Oh.
stone.
and then suddenly walks up. She actually suddenly walks up to you, not hostilely,
I'll like.
and then
step
reaches
up.
out and tries to grab the stone floating over your head.
That is hostile action. as far as I'm concerned.
I think you
A
specifically
knife in
said-
your back is not hostile, but she's trying to grab a floating stone.
Well,
Is
it's
a
you.
17
It's
good enough to grab
True.
the iron stone?
No,
It is not.
not even close. Actually.
What is that? That's amazing. I've never seen something like that.
You're not
What
surprised
does it do?
that this
How does
happens.
it work? What is it made of?
Don't-
She just starts barraging you with questions.
Don't touch our friend.
Well, we found this here. He probably knows more about it, but it helps me from being surprised.
Wonderful. I've never seen such a thing.
Yeah, exactly, right.
Too long.
Antoria is completely oblivious to the whole conversation.
You're not
I would
oblivious.
like
Well,
to-
no, but you're concentrating.
Yeah, he's
so.
done.
I would like to say we should finish off Mongrel in the way he deserves, and I want to basically lead you and push him over.
Is he like affixed to the ground?
Zammy's gonna actually wait a minute, what are you doing? These are actually creatures.
Too late.
This one,
And I'll like tap him.
this
Like,
one was deceptive. He tried to murder us.
a runaway slave.
Oh. Very well then. Out of my business.
Sure.
So we're gonna put our backs into it.
Okay.
Also, Cade's back.
Yeah.
Give me an athletics check.
So can he assist me so that
Yes,
I get
you'll get advantage.
That'd
Yeah.
be better.
Okay.
That's both
So
rolling.
I don't have
She
to
returns
roll.
to like
Yeah.
watching
Borrow
goes
this.
down. He actually breaks out the quill and parchment and starts writing on it.
Marcus doesn't really
20.
care.
20?
No.
Does he shatter?
It doesn't. It's just on its side now.
Okay, I noticed Zambi
Good job,
is enthralled with Marcus here, and
Yes.
I try and investigate
The contents of her pockets.
the contents of the pockets.
Okay. So I guess would that literally be an investigation check? Or
It might be a stealth check first.
I think that's a stealth check versus a maybe disadvantage perception check.
disadvantage? Nice.
She's
Well,
really
she's
interested in
fixed.
stones.
What about my dagger?
Oh, that's a very good point.
Ooh, do you have like sting? Is it light?
No.
Save this. Save this alarm.
Yeah, exactly. You're being robbed.
It's
Okay,
actually-
so-
it's actually a dagger of Zathis detection.
This tray is protected by Viper. Stand back.
Yeah, exactly.
Zathis, give me a check.
Okay. 20.
You get really close, and then this thing thrums.
My dagger suddenly starts, like a shrill noise starts emanating from it, and I. What are you doing?
This adventure taking place at my apartment complex now.
I'm sorry.
My big reveal.
You're standing way too close to me after what I just did.
Is detect magic about ready?
Yeah.
Alright, what do I see in the room, including our new friend?
There's items.
I'll walk forward a bit.
There's at least
Are you still
three.
where you were, Zambi?
It's not identified, by the way. I don't know
It's
what
not
they do.
identified.
Okay, but
I
it
know
tells
the
you
shape.
where sources of magic are.
Yes.
There's one in my pocket,
Okay.
one on my side, which is my dagger,
Okay. I know the size and shape of them too, not
and
just
then there's
location.
one more that's kind of like around my back, which is a staff.
Okay, so a staff, a dagger. What was the small one?
You don't see it, do you?
You
Does
can
the size
go
shape-
through.
the
You
shape
can go
of
through
it.
cloth and stuff. Unless
Okay,
you're
it's a
unless you're
pearl.
wearing lead. A pearl.
pearl.
A pearl. All right.
A pearl is glowing in my
Or
pocket.
it's round. It's
Yeah,
very
round.
small.
Yeah, it's round. I know that. I wouldn't know the type of
Spherical.
All right. Anything in the room itself?
No, as a matter of fact. However, there is sort of a weird residual trail coming from out of the a cavernous area off to the side.
There's a trail of residual magic
This,
that way.
No,
No, this
that's-
one here.
Yeah.
This
Yeah.
way. Yeah, this way.
That's where you came from.
Either leading or coming from that way. He points down the cavern.
Yeah.
What about our Mongo? Is he
Mongo?
magical?
Is there any residual on him? Statue?
No, as a matter of fact, there's not.
No, oddly enough.
I don't think so. Let me double check that. But I don't
It's
think
possible
there
that
is.
the spell transformed him into stone itself rather than maintaining the stone form, in which case it
So
can't
you
use
were
regular
here
verse.
before, or you came after?
I haven't been any further. I don't know what's up ahead. This
Well, no,
room-
the
You didn't get
Mongo.
here very long ago, as a matter of
Okay.
fact. Maybe
I
like
actually
20,
only
30
The
minutes.
statue was here when you got here.
Was Mongo there when I got there? I assume.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, the statue was here. That would
It'd really be different if you'd seen someone get petrified. A little different.
huddled in a corner.
Yeah.
Yeah, this statue was here. I haven't been any further than this room. I actually only
Yeah, no
recently
magic
just
from
came
Mongo.
here.
Okay.
Some of these statues entrance me. I'm curious as to what kind of magic would be powerful enough to turn people into stone.
It is possible, but there's
Our
no
friend
residual
can do
magic. No, I can't do it.
I've seen him do it.
Are you saying he's the one responsible for this?
No, but I'm saying he's able to do it, so you better watch yourself.
Toria rolls his eyes visibly, even if
That's
they're
all I
open.
saw.
As does Zathis.
Mark insight, I guess, to see if I believe him.
Yeah, sure.
Probably with advantage if you saw Antoria rolling his eyes.
Wow, I believe you.
Everyone's heard of the might of the squad of truth.
Yeah, one of those guys could turn into a gorilla.
You can
Yeah.
cast magic?
Apparently.
Interesting.
Can't everyone?
Yeah. Oh, it seems that way, doesn't it?
If you can cast a spell, how do you undo this? And
That's
why don't
strange.
you undo this?
The strange thing is, there is no residual magic on these. It's as if they were naturally statues. Mind you, I'm not saying that is the case, but the effect is the same.
Yes, but your friend here says you can do the same thing.
Actually,
It may not be the same method, though.
Hmm.
Rajad,
Raja?
Raja?
Spelled it wrong.
There's Rahad.
R-A-J.
Why
Who is
can't it
that?
just be like Bob
And
or
there's Raja.
Fred? How do you say it?
Raja.
R-A-J-A.
R-I-J-A.
Like the tiger from Aladdin.
Raja.
Rahad was the other one, right? That we were-
Rahad was the other one with the goatee.
Yeah, Raja. R-I.
Marcus has been going around the room looking at these cages.
Raja.
Okay.
In case there's
Ken
anything particular.
Raja.
Catch my attention.
What I'm trying to say here
She does have command of
so
Earth.
eloquent.
yes. So perhaps she also has the ability to turn something into a statue.
It is possible, but if she did it, it would be by a spell. That I would expect to be able to reverse.
You
the
ran
test.
into one of the fire elves?
Well, we've
Oh, yeah.
killed one, but we ran into one here.
Dinged
as
its
well.
car.
She summoned a giant stone statue and we banished it.
Interesting.
We. Well, yes, I suppose it was we.
That goes in line with the reports we received. They all appear to be magically inclined. Powerful, too.
Yeah, well, not as powerful as us, but yeah, probably.
You believe this?
With my roll earlier, I probably believe everything he says.
Exactly.
I had
That's-
advantage, and
That's bad.
He also had going on for this.
By the way, Sammy,
And yet, that's what happens.
I did want to introduce you to the rest of the party here. We are what is known as the Squad of Truth. I'm not sure.
I
if
roll
you've
again.
Roll my eyes again as well.
Give me
Kade like kind of turns away. Like, no, it don't.
History is int.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A 6.
Even with a good roll, I don't think that you would have heard of it.
We're actually
I've
from where we're
never
from.
heard
We're
of
from
these.
Tyr, and we're actually quite well known there. I'm surprised that you haven't
That's
heard.
when we were established.
I've actually never been to Tyr myself.
Oh, that makes sense why you never heard of this.
Seize on that excuse. Go for it. Reach.
Reach for it.
Zaythus just says, "Stop talking to him."
Interesting. And what is this Squad of Truth, and what is it that you do?
That's a great question.
Everyone just kind of looks at each other.
Look, it's very interesting getting to know each other, but if you're here to stop these four heralds, why don't we join forces for now?
I could agree to this. It seems like a good proposal.
And frankly, we're a bit strung out at the moment. Maybe we should rest, although I'm not sure I'm recommending here. That trail of magic in the statues definitely worry me.
Do you have any combat abilities?
If she got here, she definitely...
What level are you?
She's 6'6".
Like, what does that
part
mean exactly?
Drake,
Like,
like,
are you? Do you have any?
Trust me, she
aptitude
can take-
with a dagger.
she
or
can take care of
that
herself.
Staff you've got there.
She can take care of herself. I'm certain of it.
Believe me, I can hold my own in a fight.
why don't you try her out?
Are we just
Why
going
don't
to win a surprise?
Yeah, I mean, I'd rather know what we've got. If I don't want any fucking war dragons spawning out of humans.
We're calling some light.
Yeah, let's have some fucking transparency here.
I think you might need to test her, Marvin.
She possesses
Oh boy.
significant objects. I'll leave it at that.
What does that even mean?
It means she's been around the block a few times. She
What?
can take care of herself.
This just went dark. Cool, you're
Yeah, right.
She just tells you, I have some objects of power that would aid me if we are to get into a fight.
The sort of objects you would not be able to keep for very long if you weren't capable of defending yourself.
You're not gonna turn into a giant ape, are you?
I don't know why you would say that, but no.
Well, stranger things have happened, believe me.
Yeah, someone
actually
turned into a
a
giant flying ape.
Yeah.
He turned blue, grew a feather, a beard of feathers.
That's my back.
So wait, the
You
blue is
yourself are
I thought
quite
that was part of your
interesting.
character No,
design.
he was
What
not.
She actually does turn to you. What are you?
We ask ourselves this
I've never
every day.
seen such a creature.
I am
And all that
Isn't he?
is-
I'm a half elf.
You don't believe him.
Yeah, how?
The worst half elf of all time.
I'm sorry, but from what I've known of half elves and learned of half elves, you don't fit the description at all.
Yeah, he's pretty horrible.
But you don't.
As opposed to all the other half elves that you love.
True.
Yeah.
Maybe we should...
Everyone, give me a perception check.
Side based.
No. Sorry, Zaythus.
5.
It's
My
not.
dice. Fucking
17.
9.
3.
15.
25.
25. My
I have
goodness.
very good perception.
Kade, Zaythus, and Antoria, you guys here little bit of commotion coming from down the cavern. It seems that maybe the busy conversation of late may have drawn some attention. There's sort of some heavy-sounding footsteps heading in.
We have trouble coming.
I'm going to
I turn towards it.
You must tell me later what it is that is special about you.
I'm around the corner.
Oh my god.
That'll only take a day.
I'm gonna as of one setting up, I'm gonna turn and touch Marvin.
Oh.
What?
And run my hand down his glistening. No.
Are you
Hands off merchandise.
No, I'm gonna heal him.
Why?
But Kade was like, I really don't want to heal him, but if we're about to get in a fight, we might need him.
So you only just want to tap him like you don't want to.
Yeah, he's like really looking like. We'll see how much you get.
He knocks him to the ground.
7 hit points back.
Do I get like a con bonus at all, or is it just straight up?
It's my spell bonus.
You just slap him and he heals.
From my position,
Kade, that was
can I see down the cavern?
You can,
Like, we
actually.
might need
It's
all
pretty
help
dark,
we can
but you
get
can
against
see
this
pretty
monster.
clearly.
What do I
Put a
see?
gesture to engage.
So you can actually see visibly. There's some sort of a weird glow coming from the floor. Some sort of a weird purple, almost sort of bolts emanating from the ground. But they're sort of obfuscated from the larger forms of what look like the mutant Terex that have stood guard.
These assholes.
Are they on that?
There are two of those
Far down
assholes,
there already?
and there's another figure past them that you can't quite see.
I yell out, Mutant
I
Terex,
guess I'd be
prepare!
next to you then.
Yeah.
Everyone give me a knit check.
This is
Oh, dude.
I always see what's coming and then I can do jack about it. I'm completely flat.
Initiative of 1.
Well,
Yeah.
Zammy, what is your AC?
AC?
Yeah.
16.
16. Where's my pen? Excuse me. Combat music first, then... thing.
I also have ice resistance if that's ever relevant.
Thank you.
Just so you know.
That will never...
Yeah. Now
I
we'll
know.
never encounter
I
it.
know.
Let's
Not
form had
now.
resistances that never came up.
Yeah, well.
It was
There
us.
are things... That's the whole
There are
sentence.
magical spells for sure.
Yeah.
that
Yes.
do ice damage.
I'm
I
sure...
was setting your character to the
16, was that right?
Andy, otherwise, no.
Against my own character.
Yes.
Hold on. 16 was...
Yeah, 16, sir.
Okay, and what was your knit?
18.
18, my goodness, Antoria.
18.
Who has a higher dexterity?
I have +1.
I have +2.
Kade.
Yeah.
Marcus.
16.
Is Amatrix
Marvin?
a house?
20.
Sorry?
It's like
A house?
House.
Oh, no.
Well, you can see your character down there too.
Oh, I see. Okay.
No, you can look at her. There's a better.
Marcus,
picture
I'm sorry,
of
what
her
were you?
character.
16.
I see
16.
what happened.
It's really
Marvin.
23.
23,
Yeah,
Zathus.
21.
21,
Your initial
yeah.
picture is a giant painting that has you as like a 10% part of it. That's what I was thinking. It was like, wait, it's a house.
Yeah, sorry. Actually, I should have used that side, but that's what I
No worries, man. Just
Doing
just
things. could have done better. And then these guys. Well, oh, there's the pen that was literally what I was looking for, but it was right in front of me. Ooh. Okay, Marvin, you're first.
I'll shout out to Zammy. I'll say, and one more thing, Zammy, stay out of my way.
Oh.
And
Whoa.
Whoa, we got a badass.
Whoa.
But seriously, it's good advice.
Stay out of my way.
I'm going to use Tides of Chaos and get advantage Scorching Ray on the first one. Coming
First
at you.
asshole. Got it.
One asshole.
So Jeff is getting attacked.
I'm assuming you're not attempting to hide that you're casting a spell either.
No, not at all.
Absolutely not.
No.
I'm actually like screaming like a madman. 22
22?
to hit.
That will hit.
Okay. So 8 points of fire damage.
8 points of fire damage. It shrieks in pain.
And then I got
Where the heck is my whiteboard?
Oh, it's over here.
Oh, thank you.
20.
20 will hit.
Alright, so the other one hits also. So
Okay.
6, 11, 14 more. And
My
do you want me
goodness.
to recharge
Is that on the
my-
same one? I'm sorry?
Yeah,
Okay.
all on the same one. Do you want me to recharge my Tides of Chaos for one
God,
magic?
yes, please. It's 9:30 already.
See what weird shit happens to your character. Yes, please.
65. Nice. Up to 3 creatures you choose within 30 feet of you take 4d10 lightning damage.
Damn! Wow! That's amazing.
Am I...
So
5,
you send them
10,
all at
15?
Zanny.
Yeah, so I send them 3 creatures. Oh wow, so I can actually hit both of them.
Both of them, yes.
Yeah, so 40, 10.
Roll them up.
You're not required to choose 3 creatures.
But Marvin does like doing a lot of damage.
I do.
2 enemies.
D10.
That's
that's
irrelevant.
Just one. You good?
So am I rolling once per target or
No, same total for both.
Okay. 10, 23.
23 points of lightning damage.
So both of them, and that's my turn.
That's pretty impressive.
That is
magic.
pretty good.
That's why I healed him.
He doesn't always do that. Usually
Yeah.
I remember.
Usually it's like
he dropped me down to 4 hit
Yeah.
points in that one fight. So.
yeah, or
Usually
nukes
it's
the
like-
entire party.
Yeah.
usually it's like growing a feather beard or fireballing a party, but sometimes it's lightning damage.
Sometimes.
Sometimes. Alright.
Zadis, you're up. The assholes are going next.
I guess I'll take a shot at the closest mutant Tarek with my crossbow. Actually, no, fuck that. I'm gonna run forward and attack it with my short sword.
Is Marcus close enough to give advantage? Will be 10 by 10s?
Or you
So you need to go one square further, I think.
Okay, no sneak attack.
Yep.
Poop.
Yeah.
13.
13 won't hit, I'm sorry.
Alright. Bonus action or whatever my thing. Disengage.
Okay. Alright, that one is going to charge forward towards Antoria and Kade as far as it can go.
Alright.
Yep.
Yep.
Does it step out of Marcus's range?
It probably didn't have. It probably. The closest one, it could go around and it
Okay,
didn't want
then
to.
it does.
Skates the wall.
Yeah.
Great. Thanks, Herbie.
Is it going for Kade or is it going for Antoria? Because it could get closer if it's going for Kade.
It's going to go for Cade.
Okay,
It's
so
like a surfboard
there we go.
dive.
Alright.
And it's swinging at you with a pair of big old claws.
Okay.
And neither of them are going to hit.
19.
19, yeah, there's
Yeah, it's almost like
absolutely
duck one and
no
pop
happen.
in a second.
Doom, doom. And then the other one will close in with Marcus. And likewise swing with its massive claws. Both of those. What is your AC right now? You've got your
19.
19?
19 with my
One will hit. One claw makes contact, rending you for 7 points of damage. Both assholes, as you've seen previously, have some of their wounds sort of close up as they're charging forward. And behind them comes a more different asshole, taking the place of one of the others in the hallway. This one is large and bulky like the Terex that you've seen, but this one is covered in green scales and has sharp teeth. Zammy, you can give me a perception check.
Does a 15 do anything?
This looks tragically reminiscent of a character you might be looking for.
Mm.
Antoria, it's your turn. Zammy, you're on deck.
Alright. Antoria turns and glares at the thing right in front of him and starts speaking a few words that turn to green runes that fly at the creature.
What are these words?
Magical nonsense. It needs to make
See,
it does need to make
say
it.
this gets a point of inspiration.
Okay, sorry.
Unfortunately, I
It
never
does,
use
it
my
does need to make a
inspiration
DC 15
Yeah, you
con save,
could have
though.
just
my
read the
goodness.
back of the novel.
I could have.
He does
I've
not.
had,
My
I've had
goodness.
inspiration
Alright.
the entire campaign.
It receives
When
17
died, we all
poison
turned
damage.
off.
Everyone's like,
Runes attach
Even
and start
got one for
burrowing
my
into
kill
him.
and then immediately gave it to
it
her.
didn't matter, but that wasn't the problem. The problem was that it was still inside.
Anything else?
Yeah.
Nope, that's it.
All right. Zammy, it's your turn. Marcus, you're next.
No, she whispers under her breath. I can't believe it. She...
You will have disadvantage on ranged attacks from that current position, by the way.
I would if I didn't go ahead and Misty Step,
Alright.
which I'm gonna do.
Where are you
But-
going?
Where's the mist?
I'm
Wait,
actually
You
going...
stole my move. I don't want to hear it.
I'm actually gonna appear
It turns out all the new characters are
behind the
witches.
scaled creature.
You're?
Yep.
That might be too far, buddy.
Oh,
30
it's
feet
30 feet.
Yeah. I
Oh,
think
is
you
it
can-
just too far?
Can you telefrag him?
No, it's too. It's a little bit, a little
If
bit
I
too
can't
far.
reach.
Glitch him into the wall.
30's like right on top of him.
Yeah, you'd have. Yeah, you can't quite clear him.
Well, it's a bonus action though. Couldn't you take a step forward and then cast it?
Well, yeah, but you'd have to land in front and then take a step forward through him. Is the. Oh, you mean?
Or you can
oh,
step
that's what you
around
mean.
that
Move a
guy.
step and then
Yeah,
cast.
yeah, you can do that. You can move
Yeah.
2 steps even and cast it.
Yeah.
Now, there you are. Whoop.
I'm not gonna attack. I'm gonna plead with it. Stop! Whatever it is you're doing, stop! Please, please.
Are you giving me a check of some kind?
Yeah.
Something with
Plead
charisma might
check.
be good.
Yeah, right?
I will do.
Persuasion.
Yeah, really? I don't think it would be persuasion.
What
I'm gonna
else?
change what I said. Actually, say please stop! Don't do that! Whatever you're doing, stop!
All right.
Use intimidation.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Doesn't seem very intimidating.
Wow. 26.
Whoa!
Apparently I was wrong.
It looks like it's about to scream into your face, but then it stops and takes like a. It looks befuddled. Marcus.
Befuddled.
That will
Kade, you're
last
next.
until about the time Marvin fireballed all of them.
Yeah.
Marcus,
Then it died.
Me included.
Marcus swings at the asshole in front of him.
Like we just renamed them.
Yeah, right.
16?
16 will hit.
Alright.
Wait.
16 damage.
Goodness gracious.
And the second hit, 22.
That will hit. Great
sorry,
sword
24.
tears it asunder.
And another 16 damage.
That, my goodness. Give us a description of your killing
Jesus.
Oh, nice.
blow. It took a lot of lightning to the face.
Yeah, that's true. Marcus just creates an X across its chest.
Oh, X for Marcus.
Ends its life.
He hasn't had those reading lessons yet.
Take your sign, you put marks.
Yeah.
X Marcus the spot.
Oh.
That's the name of the episode.
Sweet.
That's our new bear jokes, is Mark jokes.
Okay, well, since it's dead, he's gonna
Oh.
move over here.
Okay.
Cade.
I will
Marty,
attack
you're next.
the guy in front of me. Let me figure out what my attack
Marcus.
is.
Jokes will never not be funny.
27.
Stab.
That'll hit.
And then you want us to roll to both and then roll damage, or
That's easier.
yeah. And then 23.
That hits.
Stabbity.
Exploding everywhere.
Yeah, it's taken a lot of damage.
Yeah. 6, 12, and 8.
Good stuff. Anything else?
No, I'll hold with that.
Marvin. Say this you're next.
He's not dead yet.
It's pretty wrecked though.
I
Pretty
will-
close. You should spend your most expensive spell.
Wrecked.
I'm going to use Tides of Chaos to give advantage on my firebolt.
I really need a soundboard with battle sound effects.
Just like
that's
Star
gonna-
Wars.
I was thinking like limit breaks and stuff like that, you know?
Turn into a gorilla.
Yeah.
7 points of fire damage. That's all I got.
Alright, Zathis.
Alright, I will
Still
advance.
kill his friend.
Hey,
I will attack my. Wait,
You get sneak attack.
I do get sneak
You
attack.
definitely get sneak attack now.
Just
He's
start
surrounded.
Skinning him before Zammy can even say anything.
Yeah.
Fetch a
All
fine
she said was
price for
stop,
these.
and you guys like,
Kill. We
well,
need
she's good at intimidating people.
blood. We want
Blood all
blood.
over.
Yeah. So.
Okay.
13 again, obviously missing.
Perfect.
Okay.
Hit and run tactics.
Yeah. Unfortunate.
The big green guy is going to turn away. He's not going to attack, but he is going to advance into the room. Not coming within range of Marcus, but sort of.
That's wise.
Yeah, I mean, he's.
Okay.
So he's sort of hugging the wall on the other side.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah. That guy, however, will tear into. Marcus is conveniently out of the room, but we're going to attack him anyway.
I'm going to give disadvantage on
It's the
that
best time to
attack.
attack him.
To what?
I'm going to give a disadvantage on that first attack.
Oh,
Using ship bearer.
then he's going to miss.
Yeah, so
You got
So I'm going to assume you intercept in some.
Excellent.
yeah,
So it looks like it's going to connect.
yeah, and I like slide in front of you, block it with my shield, and then pop back out.
But then another claw comes hurtling down. That one just.
I only have one react. So.
That one just. That one swings high, going over even your head. But then it'll actually snap its jaws in Kade's direction, and that one will connect.
Perfect. Good. You're
Marcus
welcome.
will point and laugh.
Everything going to plan.
You take 8 points of damage.
Good.
Apparently
Antoria.
Kate is
Alright.
suicidal.
Toria continues speaking angry words in of magic and draconic.
Oh my goodness.
DC 15 con save again.
Yup.
Go for it.
Nope.
Alright.
Finally, this spell has seen some mileage.
I got it.
Yes.
Good catch.
Yeah.
He will receive, oh god, 18 poison damage.
My goodness.
More green runes sizzle and burn into
This is tough. I thought you were this.
Still not dead yet?
him.
No,
Did he
he.
have more hit points than the other one?
No, but he's been hit with.
He was the one I hit with the three
I think the types of
fireballs.
damage.
Oh, I thought the other guy was the.
Oh.
Okay. Alright, well, as
it
long
doesn't
as-
matter. It's
yeah.
cool.
One of them died from that,
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
but both of them have been
All right.
healing their.
And one of them was hit
conveniently
by
not fire.
Marcus. That like, contributed
Yes.
to it dying first.
Cool. All right. That's
Zammy?
okay.
She's gonna shout out, "Do whatever it takes to take down the green one without killing him," and then she's going to actually cast. She's gonna pull out her staff,
Yup.
and a ray of frost is gonna appear from it and blast the creature that is in the middle of everyone.
Marvin. Got it.
Yeah. Or try to
The
blast,
creature.
let's see.
I assist to give you advantage.
I give you my point of inspiration.
One of these days, I'm gonna
Does a
save
21
your guys'
hit?
life.
21 does hit.
I doubt it. You're probably gonna most likely kill us.
I'm gonna pick you
I
up.
feel
off
like
the
you've
ground
saved
after
the
I
party
drop.
with bonus hit points at least on
That's
more than
true.
one occasion.
You saved me from your fireball.
Yes.
Actually,
15 cold damage.
15 cold damage.
That's true, I do.
But to be fair,
Sammy, describe
You were
for
kind
us
of a
your
dick.
killing
you were
blow.
not
Alright.
getting along.
She reaches out a staff, a ray of blue light pierces through the creature's head, and then it turns to ice and shatters.
Whoa! Block with incoming shards of gold.
Marcus?
Shield.
Marcus is a bit confused at the idea of not damaging
Not
something,
kill?
not killing,
Don't
but
get it.
he'll
Question
approach
marks.
the green creature and attempt to use non-lethal damage.
Shouldn't he be not
Attacks.
surprised?
Damaging attacks.
Yeah, he shouldn't harm them.
Huh.
I said, shouldn't Marcus be not surprised that he's not supposed to?
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, actually, you're not
Even-
surprised at all.
Even that surprises
Tech
Marcus.
magic is still up. Is this creature magic?
Oh!
It isn't.
Oh, it's a crit.
Nice.
A crit non-lethal.
Okay.
Well, I thought there's you don't
When you
declare
pummel
it.
strike it right in the forehead or
If you're
something.
killing blow, you declare it as non-lethal.
You declared if it is a killing blow, it'll knock it out instead of killing it.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
I'm just declaring.
You can
everything.
deliberately tell me you're hitting it with the flat
Yeah,
of the blade.
presumably you're
Yeah,
not cutting it to
that's the
pieces
idea.
and
If you're
knocking it
gonna
out.
knock him
Spanking.
out.
Like, mechanically it might not be different, but that's
But can
fine.
you
to me.
non-lethal spells?
I don't think you can do it ranged.
That seems.
Fireball!
Yeah.
Fireball, steam bath.
Alright, so I got a crit and a hit. And, let's see, 39 damage. And then I'll attack 2 more times.
He looks pretty mad about that.
Yeah.
Oh, there's another crit.
Oh man.
My green die is doing nice today.
Okay.
And another 20.
I hope that NPC was not important to your
Measure
backstory.
that
guys.
dice.
Wow.
This was the
I
one
think
that gave me a bunch of
It's
ones.
full of
Weighted.
quirk.
No, last week was
Damn.
pretty
Oh, it was really bad last
You're
time.
a
He fixed it
non-lethal
since
master.
Yeah, master of non-lethal damage.
Wow.
7.
Just smacking with the flat of the blade.
Yeah.
Like,
Down, down.
bad green monster guy.
Boy.
Do we recognize this monster?
I know he does.
Yeah, no,
but she
Antoria
does.
hadn't even attempted to
Before
yet.
you
He
do
barely
that.
can see it from his position anyway.
Real quick.
Well, until he
He's
moved into
right
the room.
there.
But he
How much
just
you got?
moved into the room.
41 more?
41 more. Describe for us
shit.
your
Not-
knockout blow.
I hate you, Lobos.
It's just like using a shovel. I'm just like, bang!
Like, no, yeah.
Like your hand just turns into a shovel like a
Birds.
Battletoad.
Exactly like giant.
Yeah.
He hits the ground face first.
So there
Out
you
cold.
go. And Marcus will say, done. Even though he's not here.
Good job. Okay.
Well, we got to wait for Phil.
No, we don't. You can just loot him.
Sounds like this situation is probably going to be important to his character.
Hey, what happened? Oh, he's dead.
Yeah. Marcus plunges his
We
great sword.
harvested.
He got Marcused.
He got Marcus.
That
We
can happen.
threw him in the bag.
Maybe I should have saved that
Just waiting for me?
quad attack.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well,
hello.
just waiting for me.
Yeah, we knocked him out in one turn.
Wow.
With 3 crits.
Marcus just beat him unconscious.
Marcus went like Super Saiyan. And
Maybe
Yeah.
I'll do that.
Put Battletoads on him.
I'll
Yeah.
run over and like put my spear in
Yeah.
his throat, but not do
Okay.
anything.
It doesn't stir.
Alright. He's
I'll
not
run-
dead. What's the idea?
I'm gonna run up to it. It.
It.
Please, oh no! What has happened to you? This is terrible. Something has turned my friend, the companion I was searching for, into this monster. This is not as he was before.
How can you tell? Like that's your friend. Like I mean, some monster
Believe
needs to
me.
be changed into some monster.
I've known Pleaser for years. He's
Sorry
not-
to say, I detect no magic upon it.
I'm gonna be like,
Oh, his name's Pleesa. I thought you were like doing a Jar Jar Binks.
I thought it was too.
Pleaser, no! No, don't let this
Oh my
happen!
god, somebody please make that the quote of the
This is
day
terrible.
or something.
This is the worst.
everyone gets a point of inspiration.
No.
Everyone takes 10 points of
Everyone gets a
damage.
point of Everyone gets a point of de-inspiration.
Yeah, really.
I'm gonna say we've encountered
Everybody loses 1 int point.
No!
It's,
The rest of you
we've
can lose
encountered
points.
defiled carrots
it's
here.
spelled P-L-I-Z-A, and the last name's Tark. T-A-R-K-K.
Moving on.
Say we've encountered defiled Terex here. It's like, as far as I can tell, they're nothing but monsters.
Yeah, it almost appears whatever happened to those other monsters happened to my friend.
And I'm gonna like, I've got my spear in.
Antoria, what do you think? Can we do anything about this, or is it best to put it out of its misery?
I don't see any active magic upon it. Whatever it changed it has come and gone and left it like this.
Do any of your mysterious objects of power reverse this?
No, certainly not.
I'm gonna take my spear in my other hand.
Please, please.
Oh my
if,
god.
if anyone is going to do this, allow me to do what needs to be done.
Look, despite what I said, I'm willing to give it one try. It probably is a waste of my energies, but...
Please, if anything.
Alright. Antoria will, taking his time, trying to get advantage on the check if possible, at length cast Dispel Magic on the critter in front of us.
Okay.
You're gonna polymorph it into a tank.
No.
No, polymorph it back into a dread.
Yeah, like,
Yeah, but
Not a
it's
beast.
still like, well, close enough.
It walks around it slowly, gesturing and chanting. I don't think anyone's actually seen him cast a spell magic before. His hands start glowing orange, and then
I'm gonna hold the whole time.
and then he gestures at the creature.
Xanthus is watching Kade very closely.
Any spells 9th spell level or lower end.
What?
9th spell.
Even a wish would be reversed by that roll.
Whoa.
So the creature pulses with the same color energy you've seen from the room distant, sort of some bolts of red and purple crackling form, and sort of Hulk turning into Bruce Banner. He sort of shrinks and coagulates, and his pants magically sort of fit
Like tattered
once again.
shorts on.
Yeah. Until he forms the sleek, slender form of Pleasa that Zambi is somewhat more familiar with.
My friend, you've done a great service. I owe you so
Take
much.
a point of inspiration, Antoria.
Yay! Thank you. I'm actually surprised it worked. I really didn't detect any magic on it.
Imagine how I feel.
That's not every day you get to dispel wish. I rolled a
That's pretty
19.
good. That was pretty darn good.
We must.
I
give
assume
my-
he doesn't look like this anymore. We probably don't have a model.
No, I do.
Oh, okay.
I just expected him to die. Here,
I'm
pass
sorry,
that
I
over.
tried.
Now we have an unconscious.
Yeah, as a, we
Friend.
must get my friend to a safe place. He's clearly not in the state that he should be in this place.
I'll tell you what, I could go for a pretty long rest myself.
But what made the statues? That's the thing that bothers me. I mean, was your friend capable of that before he was...
No, certainly not.
Like, well, we haven't looked deeper.
We're in no shape to do that.
Didn't you, these little cells? They have some statues in them, right?
That is true. Yes.
I want to take a look around and see if any of them look like they're. Are they kobolds or are they human or?
So actually, Marcus did a little bit snooping around before. A couple of them are Terriks. One of them
unformed, like
normal shaped Terriks that look like they are in the same kind of condition as Mongo was. And actually, there's another lizard man in one of the other cells. And there's lots of rocks strewn around, kind of like the busted up statues that you see in the middle of the room. Mongo is, of course, just over on his side.
Antoria looks at Mongo's statue and gestures briefly, casting message at it.
Okay.
Can you hear me?
You get no response. Nor do you make contact.
Okay, so I actually failed to make contact with anything. Okay.
There's not a brain in that direction, if that's what you're asking.
Okay.
Thank God.
Yeah. Antoria shrugs after making the very brief gesture and just wanders over. Well, if we're going to rest, it's either here or go across the hallway again.
Should we check out what's in this room first?
I suppose if there were any other monsters, they would come out, but I am worried by the fact that the glow upon this creature was the same as what we see from in there.
Sam,
Detect
you didn't
magic's
happen
still
to see a
up,
portal
probably.
anywhere.
It is.
Did you?
No, I did not.
What do I detect in here other than probably the obvious energy crackling?
There is somewhere deep below this area some sort of incredible well of magical power.
I'll blank that out for a sec and point out that detect magic only has a 30-foot range. Do I still see that?
No, you do.
Okay,
It's like there's a
it's-
geyser
okay.
underneath, and it looks like this is sort of like the tip of it coming out.
Okay.
So
Cool.
there's at least maybe 20 feet of rock under where you are, where you're at. You'd need to excavate from where you're at in order to get through. But it seems like there's enough magic seeping up through the ground that it's so intense that it's just welling up even here.
This is an incredible wellspring of raw magic.
Could there be a portal in here?
There could be anything, something like this. I've never even heard of something.
Give me an Arcana check, Antoria.
Are you saying there's a lot of power back here?
Arcana
Did you say that we're in a zone of danger?
Arcana's 23.
23. So it doesn't look like you're near whatever the source of this thing is, but it looks like you're getting
an outlet.
close.
Yeah, we're not at the source yet, but we're close. And then would it be accurate to say there's like an outlet for it? Or just a
Sure.
release?
Marvin,
Like,
So
look, I
this
really
looks like the kind of socket you could plug in regular
like
Terriks
slip
and get the Terriks out of. If that's what you're
Antoria
asking.
says, Marvin, I really wouldn't get close to that.
No,
Maybe
Marvin's
what was
actually
transferred-
already like rolling on it.
It's like a
Just
slippery
rub it
slope.
on his
Yeah,
face.
it's like a dog rolling in dead fish
Yeah,
or
yeah.
something.
Antoria's just-
Hello.
Gross.
Nothing happened.
That's really...
You smell like dead fish.
Or Polo. Well,
Please, if we could get somewhere safe, I must tend to my friend. Horrible things have happened to him.
Actually, do you have any sorcery points depleted?
All of them.
You regain a sorcery point, as a matter of fact.
All right.
Yeah.
I feel rejuvenated a little bit.
one wonders if the beasts felt that way before they transformed. You really should get out of that.
No,
That feels pretty good.
David says, let him be.
I'm gonna sleep here for the night.
Is there anything else magical in the
Sounds
immediate
good to me.
area?
Not magical, no.
Okay.
However, you do. Give me a perception check.
Here, I like perception checks.
There's 7 turrets.
10.
10. There's a bunch of crud in this room. It looks like these monsters may have been here for a while,
Yeah.
if you know what I mean.
Yeah. Let's rest back here if we're going to at all. Antoria kind of backs off into the statue room.
Sure.
He's done wasting his breath on that.
By crud, I don't mean just literally excrement. I look like it may have been used as like a living quarters of some kind.
Kitchen, bathroom,
Well,
kind of all in one.
Sure.
A good Manhattan
There's a
closet
fridge full of
apartment.
eggs.
A small studio for yoga.
Hey, eggs are expensive
Kate-
now.
They
Kate
are.
raise the fridge for all the eggs.
Athos is experiencing an egg shortage.
Especially with Marcus here.
I'm a little intimidated.
Antoria will go ahead and start casting an alarm on this area
Monster Hunter.
and ignore. So the alarm will ignore
Where are
us.
you doing it?
I'm casting it on
Here,
this
you can
doorway.
just.
I'm gonna go check out Lisa.
Sure.
See what is Does he seem to be physically hurt, or is he just like...
He looks like someone beat the shit out of his face.
Oh!
Yeah.
But that's about it.
That makes sense.
Like, he seems exhausted. He's still unconscious.
Right.
And it looks like he might stay that way for a good long while. But
it's
he's
not like mortally
alive.
grim. It's not
no.
like the transformation is... Other than, like, he reworking his face, which I don't give a shit about.
Right. His nose is in the wrong spot.
He's a lizard there. It's all fucked up anyway.
Yeah.
Or his eyes is swollen shut.
I'm sure it'll regenerate.
But it's not like, say, a mutant Terran took a bite out of part of him.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes.
Something like
No,
that.
he looks relatively
Might
intact.
take precedent.
Okay.
Antoria will settle down and actually started casting Identify on the cloak we found
Okay.
before. It was the one in the mimic room.
Yeah, I remember.
Okay.
You have found...
Helpful me is helpful.
A cloak of depetrified. No. Yeah.
So while he's looking up, is anyone in the room with us? Marvin is wallowing. Is anyone else hurt? Like, I don't think this isn't it.
I'm fit as a fiddle.
Antoria seems to have really minor injuries for the most part. I mean, he's got like some scrapes and maybe a cut or two, but yeah, nothing serious looking at all.
Marcus, doing alright? I'm good. Okay.
There is one other thing, Brendan. Forgot to set my
Yes.
goal.
No.
Not that matters.
No, I think we're good.
Okay.
You have found, and you not, like, it's odd to, like, say the name of the thing, but this is actually true in this case. You have found a cloak of elven kind.
Okay.
When you wear this cloak with its hood up, perception checks made to see you have disadvantage, and you have advantage on stealth checks.
Like something's aces.
It actually works kind of like Octocamo, where it sort of changes colors in order to help you blend in with your environment.
You appear as
However,
a-
activating it and deactivating it actually takes an action. So
Okay. Interesting.
this
Why would you deactivate?
item looks incredibly old, such that even calling it of elven kind is kind of a misnomer. It looks like it belongs to some sort of ancient Fey civilization, but that's not what you would associate elves with at all.
Okay.
Because Dark Sun.
Said it interestingly. Okay. He's not going to say anything yet. He's going to wait till the group gathers before he deals with these things.
Are we like out of character? Are we like camping here, or are we taking a breather?
Marcus is against the wall.
Do you have any tents?
Probably a short rest would be a better idea.
I'm camping here.
Camping in the purple
It's my
electricity.
intention to take a long
Purple
rest
bolts.
in this area.
Okay.
Well, we'll see what happens after an hour, I guess.
Sammy's probably starting to set up like a nice spot for Please to rest and everything.
Yeah, that's true. We got.
probably not moving after an hour.
Yeah. All right. We'll settle in and start a long rest.
Yeah, well, I'll sort of like pace around the room, and when I'm in one of the corners, I'm gonna heal myself. But I don't.
Before we get too deep into the long rest, though, Antoria quietly takes out a sack of things that, if anyone was paying a lot of attention, he was putting Barrett's things into it when he was looking before. Quietly removes what seems to be a really impressive amount of gold, actually.
Yes, it is. Believe me, it is.
It's pretty shockingly impressive amount
Barret
of
didn't
gold.
spend much money.
No, he
No.
did not, because he could never find anything worth spending money on.
A few pigeons I bought.
He tried. He kept
Yeah.
going to the magic potion store.
Yeah, and he bought those birds that kept
Yeah.
attacking him till he almost died.
Yeah, that's actually my favorite memory, Bert. I need to put that on the.
I bought a few pigeons that
Yeah.
kept biting me, and then I eventually
Yeah.
cast my spells on them regardless. And I'm a great druid like that.
That was so awesome.
Was.
At any rate, he quietly gives 120 gold to Marvin, Marcus, and Zathus.
Oh man, I thought we were closer than that. Only one.
What's up?
I'm just kidding.
Oh, yeah.
I'm just kidding.
Those are actually pretty good. They do taste a lot like blackberry. They got a very strong berry taste to them.
Oh, I see. Oh, blackberries.
The stout though is a stout. That's how I describe it.
The needle.
Yeah.
Is anyone else up to anything in particular?
Well,
Sleeping.
still dealing with loot things, but nothing besides that.
Okay.
And then he takes out the cloak that Kade found. He looks at it and says, "This is actually pretty interesting.
Do tell.
It doesn't make you invisible per se, but it makes you really, really hard to see if you wear the hood up. It's not enough to cover for wearing metal armor, probably. It would still help, don't get me wrong. You'd be a lot more quiet without it, but It definitely makes you very hard to detect in general, when the hood is up. That is a key point. If the hood comes down, it's just a piece of cloth at that point. I think I know the answer, but is anyone particularly interested in this garment?
I have no use of it. I'm stealthy enough.
Dang!
Anyone else? Antoria looks a little off script now.
Yeah.
She's kind of blinking a couple of times. Really?
Like, well, my cloak protects me. I'm not looking to change it anytime soon.
Well, you did help find us, and though you are only helping us for the moment, you should be rewarded for that. He takes out 60 gold and hands it to you.
I'll take it.
It's actually a case of benefiting from not being a formal member, because a formal member wouldn't have gotten gold for helping find something like that.
Sure.
And then Antoria looks at a much dirtier looking cloak that looks familiar to anyone who saw Barret wearing one. And then there is this cloak of protection our friend had. If there are no particular objections, I wouldn't mind using it.
No.
Good night.
Thank you. I will put it to good use.
Zemi's ears perk up. Your friend, what happened?
This is macabre.
He was eaten by a large centipede that we encountered on the way down here.
I'm very sorry for your loss.
Antoria nods and
It must be unbearable for you to take this loss.
I will literally kill you.
again. Hey, +2 staff for me.
Brock's fall, party dies.
Stab please to death.
A knife extends from the heavens down into the earth.
Zami.
Alright.
Okay.
We're
And
apparently...
Zami also tells you, I have approximately 773 questions to ask all of you, but I must tend to my friend at the moment.
I may be able to help with that too. I'll be with you shortly. Other than that, the only things left that the acid didn't destroy were a few rings. We'll sell them when we get to town, do what we can with them. But we should take his ashes back to Crescent Forest as soon as we can. He was a brave defender of Athos, and he deserves to be back at his proper resting place.
I agree.
Good enough. And then Antoria will head over to, please, sorry,
Okay.
name slipped my head. And I'll look at the +1 healing kit I've got, and medicine check, do I think it would help wake him up faster?
It definitely wouldn't hurt, but he seemed real good and out of it. The fact that he's alive at all seems nothing short of miraculous.
Alright, well I'll make sure I'll do a medicine check to make sure there's nothing hidden wrong with him.
That sounds good.
That got me a 8. Looks beat up.
Yes.
Boy, you got his ass beat.
Yeah.
You
Fuck off, that hurt.
You're basically able to tend to the superficial wounds that Marcus might have inflicted upon him, but he's still good and out for the count.
Between the injuries he received through no fault of ours, and the stress of the
deliberately.
and in fact, and the transformations, both of them. Yeah, he's all right, I think, but it's going to definitely be a while coming back around.
We owe you much.
I'm still shocked it worked.
Well,
I wouldn't count on being able to do that again.
People are resting.
It's a sort of spell only a lich could dispel.
Yeah. I'm gonna go.
Should have tried that on Crown. Just end the fight right there. Spell it. Just spell the lack of.
I assume you're resting.
I guess. I mean, what have
I think we're all pretty drunk. now.
after Antoria went over to him or whatever, he kind of finds a little.
Yeah, so I'll just like head over to you and sit down. And I'll be like, I don't know if it's of interest to you, but that ring you found in the Tarek barracks, the Tareks. Be like,
You may live.
be like, I have some contacts in Turk that probably belongs to somebody important. I might be able to get you more than the gold is worth, or what it's worth in gold. Big of a signet ring.
Yeah. I'm just would that
Thinking about how to kill you.
Take your goal.
Would that be a insight check? I guess.
Insight would be exactly that, yes.
Yeah. So I guess I'll do insight to see if I believe him.
Just bugging you.
Which is a 2. So I completely believe
I'm
him.
incredibly trustworthy.
It seems on the up and up.
Has given the indication that I'm very honest.
As sudden and as sneakily as this guy has appeared, he's conducted himself conducted himself well since showing up. Excuse me. So.
I did kill some monsters in
Yes.
a blaze of light, but other than
But
that,
then he did heal Marvin.
yeah.
No, wait.
not
No, that was
necess-
Antoria.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
He did heal
I get those
Antoria,
two
but he also
confused.
healed Marvin.
Yeah, he healed
Yeah.
both.
Yeah.
You did.
So basically zero sum. You have no
I
idea.
have no idea.
Could
He
be.
has some ideas, but they're he has some extra information.
Anyway.
This healing brought to you by Hamanu. For all your sources.
I'll pull out the ring. I'll pull out the signet ring and go. This is your test.
No, I'll take it. I'm gonna look at it. Do I recognize it?
Yes, it looks like belongs to a house of minor repute. Not really of particular worth. That is not especially in the esteem of the great Hamanu, king of the world and the Lion of Uruk.
Yes.
However, as
Of course. Yeah.
as many minor houses are known to do, when they don't have very much repute, they're eager to get some. And so this looks like it may have belonged to a younger nobleman who went off on adventures, seeking glory in order to build the name of his house.
And never return.
Well, there's no telling what happened to the rest of him. You only have his finger.
Maybe he got scared and threw the ring and ran away.
With this
Maybe.
finger, I still.
Yeah. Here, I'll just leave my finger here. That'll distract me.
We can assume he got pig man.
Yeah, no, I'll sort of look at it and be like, I think I know where this is from. I don't know how much they can help
I can
us.
give you an actual name later.
Okay. Like, I don't know how much they can help us, but it's worth holding on to instead of just pawning.
They certainly have more money than you do.
Yeah. Like, you can hold it if you want, but it's going to do us more good as a contact than just a pile of gold. Like, hold on.
What? Zathos will say.
What language did you just start speaking? I didn't understand a word you said.
It was just like all I heard was. Since you've came into our midst, I've been very wary of you, especially with the light I saw. Even though I know that you've been made that more public, though I know you've tried to keep that hidden, this is your chance to prove me wrong.
I'll take it. Certainly. I'll let you know if anything changes. It's yours if I can't use it.
I have my eye on you.
But, and I you. Literally.
I assume you're
Because my
lowering your
perception's actually
sunglasses.
higher than that shit.
And you can't see it because I have the thing over, but I kind of like lick my lips seductively. I'm just kidding. That's a joke.
I make out with them.
We should probably set a watch before we finish settling down for the night.
Marcus is already passed out.
Yes.
Well,
Has been for 20 minutes.
Yeah.
About the rest of us, then.
Zambi's watching Please Up.
Kade, would you mind taking first watch?
Not at all.
Marvin, second?
Oh, I've been sleeping in this room back there.
If I suppose second watch will be yours and third will be mine.
Very good.
Maybe Marcus will wake up and take fourth.
I can take the fourth watch.
First
Alright.
watch has an interesting event happening at 2 hours in, though.
Go for it.
Antoria wakes up and stealthily casts a message. Let's see. That's probably not a great roll. 12 on an attempt to hide spellcasting.
So would that be perception?
But it depends on if people are asleep and stuff too.
Well,
Well,
I'm
Cade's
keeping
supposed
on
to be
me.
awake. Yeah,
Okay.
and I'm targeting him while pretending to be asleep.
So is it perception or
Contest sleight of hand to hide spellcasting.
It is perception.
Yeah, it's pretty easy for you, probably.
probably 21?
Yeah, clearly casting a spell, and you hear a voice in your
Ash
head.
everywhere.
You hear a voice in your head. We need to talk, Templar.
I'm gonna like straighten up.
You feel like you could respond mentally if you wanted to, by the way.
Yeah. I'm just gonna like glance over and say out loud, like, you can stand up.
Victoria stands up.
Everyone else is asleep.
Yeah.
Well, she might not be.
No, I guess not.
So he
Probably
stands
not
up.
doing a full rest, to be honest.
Okay.
He's looking straight at you.
Yeah.
Hasn't said anything else yet.
And I'll turn to face him. Definitely like
You see a lich in front of you.
in an active passive or a tactical passive as they call it.
Are you gonna do Krav Maga on him?
I might.
Fuck, I'm screwed you and I don't have enough hit points for that shit.
Yeah, I'm gonna look back. Is Zanny like close enough to be
You guys,
perceiving this? Like,
you could go to the other side of the room.
you're like right here.
I'm
right?
clearly where he's
Yeah.
at. So
Well, anyway, I don't know like what our distance is, like how.
I mean, it's literally
So
wherever
like, you
you're
just
at.
like see across the room
Yeah.
to each other.
Yeah.
And I'll step like closer and be like,
He doesn't back away.
what do you have to say to me?
Why are you really here?
I told you.
You told me you were a mercenary who came here alone. Clearly, at least half of that was a lie.
And I'll laugh a little bit.
The top half.
Be like, in the last 12 hours, we've seen a dozen things that would send an ordinary shit cloak running. You knew that I wasn't a regular mercenary. You're not a fool.
True, but I have no
man of
idea.
intelligence and logic, and there's not a lot of that in the waste. And I respect it even from a witch.
There is something I can respect about you, even from a Templar, but that doesn't change the fact that we are obviously opposed on a very fundamental level.
And I'll laugh a little bit. Like, I'm not opposed.
Can we hear you laughing a little bit?
Ha ha ha.
All right, good. Thank you.
It's like the Dracula laugh.
All right, okay.
But yeah.
Perhaps the same could be said of all sorcerer kings. Sorry, go ahead.
I'm gonna say, I'm not opposed to magic or magic users. I'm just opposed to a lack of order.
Interesting.
Regulation is what I'm interested in, not annihilation, not of someone like you who has capacity for control and intelligence. I'll sort of like glance down at where Marvin is sleeping on the pillar of power,
Like drool.
He's actually in the tanning salon next door, just stripped down, blue flesh.
Wait. Does it become
Beard.
a darker shade of blue? Does
Yeah.
he become a darker
So are his
shade
feathers
of blue?
growing? I don't know.
You don't
So,
suntan if
quick
you're blue.
B-man question. Magic use is still punishable like instant execution, torture, death, and the Uric, or is that not true?
I mean, the common line is that if you practice magic, particularly wizardly, arcane spells, if you're a witch, then they'll burn you at the stake or hang you from the gallows or something like that. In practice, a lot of people are imprisoned, and someone in your position might actually know that there's the Template, but also Sorcerer Kings employ a fair number of defilers that are loyal to them.
Okay.
yeah, just know
This shared with you with your alliance contacts,
Yeah,
that
right.
kind of thing. One of the reasons people hate defilers, or excuse me, the alliance hates defilers so much, is because they almost entirely work for the Sorcerer King.
Right.
Okay. Where his eyes narrow a little bit, then I have a few questions for you. If you answer them honestly, we'll have no problems from here out, no matter what those answers are.
Are you casting Zone of Truth?
No, he's
Oh,
not casting.
okay.
He's casting no spells at this point.
He's
Okay.
casting Area of Truth.
Yeah.
Do you know the event I refer to if I mention the Uric Purge?
I do know about that, right?
You do, as a matter of fact. You're intimately familiar
Yeah.
with it.
I'll sort of smile a little bit and be like, I do.
Did you take part in it?
I'll chuckle and be like, why do you want to know? This seems very personal to you.
Did you take part in it?
Are you a member of the Alliance?
Remember what I said at the outset. Answer honestly, and there will be no trouble here. Did you take part in it?
Like, I would like to know your stake in this. That's not going to change my answer, but it might change our relationship greatly.
No,
Are you a
I was
member?
not a member of the Uric Alliance. That is a true statement, by the way.
is, yeah.
But you were
Bert-
friends with them. You're mad that they were killed.
To say the least.
I'll like actually like laugh. Sorry.
You are laughing right now. So gonna die.
I'm gonna laugh.
Fireball! Fireball! Fireball!
I'd be like,
You're going to get impaled by this.
no, I wasn't a part of the Uric Purge, but I know the people who were.
Toria's eyes narrow very slightly, and if the order had come to you, would you have taken part?
Like, that's not important.
I will remind you, and for the last time, what I said at the outset. Answer honestly, and there will be no problems here. I ask one last time.
If Hamanu willed it, yes. If Hamanu willed it, I would impale myself here in front of you.
Toria surprisingly waits for a moment, and then nods. Reluctantly, but you were honest with me.
It's like, but let me keep your attention for a moment.
You have it in spades.
If you're looking for revenge for the people who were killed, actually, the deaths are honestly the least egregious of the things that they did to your friends. I know this from first-hand reports.
Toria's eyes narrow, but he doesn't look surprised.
Yeah, like
doesn't surprise you.
As a snore bubble pops out of his nose.
But if the people who killed your friends are your enemy, then I am probably your closest ally.
Oh, I'm well aware of the treachery that runs deep within your template.
Deeper than the Template. I'm talking about in my blood. Like, my sister killed your friends.
Antoria's eyes have been widening and narrowing, almost like he's taking an eye test. Like you've definitely got his absolute attention at the moment.
I would say, and my sister exiled me from my city and from my order. And she is in alliance with the cult that you're seeking.
Gotcha.
If you want to take down the people who hurt your friends, if you want to take down this cult, if you want to hurt Valaria, I will follow you until the ends of the earth. I have no greater goal on this planet.
Yeah.
I know that word.
Athos.
On this Athens.
Without the this, but yes.
Antoria gives a strange look. Odd words to hear from a Templar. You have your power. You're clearly still loyal to Hamanu.
Like, and Hamanu has graced me with his power even in exile because he knows that my cause is just.
I need to have a lion roar in the soundboard. I mean, you could just do it.
Yeah, I'm not going to.
Every time. Oh, like Ocelot from Snake Eater. Game's so good.
Let's not talk about Metal Gear Solid.
No.
Be like, Major. My god, my Sorcerer King is assisting me in countering Valaria. There's no greater testament.
Antoria seems to be glaring at you, but he hadn't said anything else for a few seconds. Length shakes his head. I don't know what to make of you. I've never met a Templar except in Tyr, and they're not exactly what they used to be there.
Oh, like, what are they in Tyr? That's the free city.
They have no powers anymore.
They're still the cops.
Right, but they're the free city, right?
The free
They are
city,
the
no
free city,
Sorcerer
yeah.
King.
Yeah, I'll sort of laugh and be like, hardly Templars at anything but name.
Well, you can't fault them for lack of trying. A good number of them were trying to resurrect their Sorcerer King. But that is a story for another time. Very well, I will keep my word. You answered my questions honestly. I will even keep your secret if you wish.
That's probably for the best.
Agreed.
Well, you should get some rest.
Zandy puts away her bucket of popcorn.
Yeah. You're like, I'm not joining this group.
Bye.
This shit is fucked.
Antoria shakes his head almost as if to himself and turns away without further comment and goes back to sleep.
Are you in one of the cells?
Just
No.
climbs in.
This is my
Leans
life.
against the statue.
Curled around the lizard man.
Yeah. Mongo, my old new friend.
Okay, no further events pass. However, Marvin, when you wake up,
Oh god, is he deformed? I mean, more.
he's not.
Fuck.
A couple of things have inexplicably happened.
Inexplicably.
I prepared for this.
Yes. First of all, your age has reverted to its proper state, as has your height.
Okay.
I assume you're like
20,
29 or something.
I think
like
I
that.
think it was like 28.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Wow, you getting like
Your beard, sadly, is still intact.
Am I still purple?
You're still blue, absolutely.
Oh yeah, blue.
Yeah. You also have like a little bit of like a crick in your back, like you've like rolled over onto something.
I mean, that's normal for sleeping on the fucking floor.
Yeah.
I'll look around to see like if I was on a stone or something.
So you started in the middle of the room. You've
Yeah.
sort of like flopped over and you're jutted up against the wall, and you seem to have rolled onto a small pile of clutter.
Oh well, let's look in this pile of clutter.
Spectacular. Give me a investigation check. There's a bunch of it.
13.
13, there is a small collection of bones, small, shiny, but valueless rocks.
Uh-huh.
There's a few ceramic bits. However, there's also a ceramic medallion.
I will take. You said the ceramic bits. Are those worth anything?
They're worth literally 3 coppers.
Each or just
Just a piece.
how many are there?
3.
Oh.
3
Got 9
total.
pennies.
I won't
Congrats.
Yeah.
I'll call out to Antoria. Like, Antoria, Antoria,
Yes.
come over here, please.
Would you mind coming over here?
No, I think you should come here first. I've got a question to ask you.
Alright, I'm approaching cautiously. If I feel anything weird coming from this energy, I'm gonna stop.
Sure.
Alright, I'm approaching more and more carefully.
Marvin looks hearty and hale as he hasn't in weeks.
What the?
Now a little. How tall are you?
5, he's 5'9".
Okay, I'm 5'11". So.
So now you're taller than him again,
Yeah,
as you were.
Of course.
Anyway, what did you want me to see?
I found
Just that I'm
something, and I
taller
was
than you.
curious if it might be magical, and I can't tell these things.
It's sure enough.
I'm sure it is, but
Well, let me have a look.
all right. But one caveat: I get first dibs on it. All right, so I hand you this small ceramic medallion.
Alright, I take it a little bit away from the magic arrow so I'm not standing in it for 10 minutes of ritual casting.
Sure. Even before looking at that, it has the same dual drakes emblem on it that you saw in the previous room.
Interesting. Alright, well, I'll go ahead and do the 10 minutes of identify.
Identify?
Yeah.
It is not magical in and of itself.
I just needed to
Have some sad news. He hands it back. It's not magical, but I do recognize the symbol.
Oh, curses!
It's the same
I
symbol
see
we
the
saw in
erase,
there.
but I
Those,
don't know.
those objects in there are key to objects or persons. It's possible this will open that door.
Okay,
Good
well,
find.
here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna tell the party I found it.
You can
And-
find it. Victoria's completely
That's right.
baffled by
Yeah.
by
We're gonna
this
tell them
line of
I
reasoning.
found it, and then I'm gonna get the respect I deserve.
Well,
At last!
You'll definitely tell them you found it. I'm not so certain about the second part, but try your best, I suppose.
Antoria, by the way, I feel wonderful getting up this morning. This place is really, really wonderful.
Cleanse
I
your
feel
pores.
like I've got a little bit of spring in my step again.
You do
You-
look different somehow, other than being taller.
Some of the wrinkles around, like the crow's eyes around his face.
Actually, do you have a moment? Can you stand still? And he actually starts casting Identify on you. But it does take 10 minutes if you move away or if you stop it. It will
Yeah,
not work.
he leaves about 10 seconds.
Okay, don't you want to know what happened to you?
I know what happened to me. I got more power.
That could be the first sign of what happened to that. You should at least let me finish checking.
The stone?
No, please, what? Please,
I don't think so. And he walks off down the hall.
He shakes his head, but he follows all. My AC's up 1, I guess, for the
Oh,
cloak.
goodness.
Yeah. Well, you have your records back
Yes,
there. I
yes,
know,
thank
so
you.
Just wanted to,
Is the long rest finished?
Yes.
Okay.
So
Thank
I'll,
God.
I'll gather up everyone,
Like, you look
and I'll
good.
Oh.
yes, I do. Thank you, Kate.
I
Guys-
honestly expected all of your skin to shrivel off or something.
That was along my lines of thinking as well.
Not at all. See, I'm
Pliza
attuned
is
to
still
these
out,
things.
although he looks better.
Yeah, right. We'll
I'm
fucking
gonna-
put him on the thing.
Yeah.
Guys, you'll never believe what happened this morning. When I woke up, I was thinking, I was like, there's got to be some clue around here to how to progress. And I searched around, and I searched, and lo and behold, I found this, and I bring out this medallion. And I was looking at this, and I was thinking to myself, man, I bet this medallion is the key to opening this door.
Look at Antoria, like, is that the key to opening the door?
Does this medallion
Gives a
look
subtle
familiar
nod.
to
It
me?
does.
Okay.
And I think,
To multiple people in the party.
Yeah.
we did lose Barret, and that's unfortunate, but we
Who?
gained a very capable fighter. Kade, I'll have to agree, I wasn't a huge fan of you, but you've definitely proven your skill in healing us and keeping me alive, so I appreciate that.
The important things.
And, Sammy,
You're
I'm not sure what to think about you yet, but
And me, you.
you certainly haven't.
Fucked up yet.
Yeah, you haven't jumped on the bandwagon. You guys, I understand you guys sometimes have some issues with how I do things, and you obviously are open-minded, so I appreciate that. And I think that wherever we go together, at least in the short term, will be a very capable party.
Well, either way, I owe you and your friends much.
It's not
You
your turn to
saved my
talk.
friend.
Not done yet. Okay, now I'm done.
Was that our inspiring 12 hit
Yes,
point speech?
12 hit
Okay.
points.
Yay.
I'm gonna say, I suspect we're going to be around each other for more than the short term, and I'm gonna look at Antoria briefly. Be like, I think some of my interests align with yours, and so far, I haven't found any trace of allies as powerful as the lot of you.
Marvin kind of puffs his chest up a little bit.
Well, them, and then you're here. No, Kade respects Marvin's power.
Cool. What are you guys doing?
We're heading back to the
Well,
room.
he's still unconscious.
Yeah,
He is still
before
unconscious.
we go anywhere, I hate to ask more of you and your companions, but is there anything you could do to possibly revive my friend?
Oh, we have this bag.
A bag of
Known for its restorative power.
Oh, really? Do you?
Yes. And I'll look at him for a second. And
I don't think any of us have the capability of healing someone to that degree.
I'm not sure how much it would actually take. How much do I think it would take to heal him at this point?
He's been through the ringer.
It would.
I mean, is this something that like magical healing would help reverse, or
Absolutely. Well, gaining hit points certainly would help. Yes.
No one's gonna say no.
It certainly wouldn't hurt.
Right.
I use medicine to try and get a more precise idea of the treatment required.
Sure, absolutely.
All right. We're gonna take a closer look at him.
Oh, you got 12
Monster Hunter.
temporary
And
hit
8.
points, so-
8
Oh,
again?
okay.
Yeah.
It's mysterious what he's
I
doing.
missed the speech.
Arcana check to see if there's anything interfering with healing at this point, because
No.
he's been out for a long time. I mean, I'm medicine basic since 1 to 4 hours.
He has, but you reversed a tremendous curse upon him. You might just need time to sleep it off.
I can't get him any more information. He's just out. He's been through too much.
Well, how about this? We leave him here.
Forever.
Worst case scenario, he dies anyway. Best case scenario, we come back and he's like wondering where, and then we can bring him back.
I absolutely do not agree with this plan.
It's worth pointing out, he's not a big guy.
Yeah. Is there
He's
any
kinda Lobo
possibility we could bring him with us?
Shit, just put him in the bag. Then.
Yeah.
You know, that's the big guys. I can't bring him.
I'm the pack mule. Let's load him up.
If anyone's there, he's the half giant.
We helped him through the hard part. It would seem wrong to leave him at this point.
Marcus.
I understand that you're all determined to find out what happens.
I mean, I don't want to be the voice of reason here, but I feel like
I don't think there's any danger of
the,
that, my friend.
the burden should be on on you.
She's clearly
Sammy.
not. She's clearly not capable of carrying a creature of that size.
Look at the size of her.
I assume that. Like,
That's rude.
Yeah.
Let's drink this 10. I don't.
Yeah, I'm like,
You're 6'6", though. You're
It's a scrawny 6'6".
okay.
As long as you're
not
not
very big
holding
for
me
nonsense.
accountable for anything that happens while I carry her.
Oh God, look, poison
I
darts.
realize that you're all determined, and I
we got a
well
shield
am.
now.
I'm very determined to find out what happened to my friend, and I don't think we could safely leave this place, and I'm not sure that leaving now is the best idea since we're so close to the truth of what is happening here, and I owe you much, and if I can help you find out what is going on here, I would very much like to.
So here's the thing, and
No.
here's the situation. We're actually here to go into a portal, which is probably super dangerous.
I
So
guess I haven't heard of this portal at all.
No one's heard of portals.
Okay.
No one's thinking of portals,
no.
She's gonna have to go
Except
in
that
there
one
with
person.
us if you want to continue.
Yeah, sorry. The names are.
Oh, it's a he.
Yeah.
He's gonna need to go in if he's a she.
He's a hate.
If you want to come with us and bring the body and all that, we're going through
Marcus
the
already
portal.
has the
Yeah.
body.
Yeah,
They're all in the
we're
next
going-
Loaded up.
What I'm saying is we're bringing the body
Just to
through
be
the
clear,
portal.
it's not a body. It's someone still alive.
A lifeless.
It's just unconscious.
It should be all right.
Yes.
Okay.
We owe you
He's
our
not
lives
quite
as
dead
is.
yet.
We will go with you through this portal if need be.
Yeah, if you want to help us investigate, at the end of the day, if you choose to turn around at the portal, it's your business.
We alone could not make it back, so we are.
Marcus is loaded up. What are you guys doing?
Let's head over to the hallway of dangers.
Trump, 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 Trump.
Highway of danger.
Hallway of athletics.
Who's carrying that thing?
Me?
Okay.
Yeah, duh. Marvin's not getting rid of that.
Of course.
That's mine.
This is plot significant.
Get out of here, Antoria. It's mine.
Antoria's not even looking at it. He's over here looking at this one.
Sammy will just stride right through.
The rock's still there, right?
It is still there.
Alright, I will step on that tile cautiously.
Wait, Zammy went through?
Yeah, she just walked
Can
right
I
through.
ride on your back? Come back here, Zammy. I want to ride on your back.
Why?
Because I can't go like everyone else.
You're not able to walk?
No,
The traps here, are, for some reason, exclude you. They work for all of us, believe me. We were
Traps?
subjected to electricity, darts. He points at the holes in the ceiling.
I had no idea. I mean, I'm able to walk through perfectly fine.
just believe me when I say I wasn't able
Trust me,
to.
it won't work for anyone else.
That is a
Well, if you need help, then I will oblige.
So I jump on you.
Okay. You have a strength of 10?
Yes.
Yeah.
Give me an athletics check.
I mean, I feel like
Natural one.
Yeah!
Someone's drinking some Nas.
Oh, I'm so excited for you to drop Marvin on
I
my
trumble.
Yeah, please.
Anyway,
Crumble
you-
under
no,
your
you're
weight.
drinking
you-
the rest of that.
You both fall
I'm not
prone.
drinking the rest of that.
You both fall prone.
Victoria looks
very-
Hopefully Marvin gets
Marcus
seriously injured.
Snickers.
Get off me!
Marcus Turtles.
So does Xander.
Wait, that's the proper use of that word. That's unacceptable.
Oh, shit. You're much too heavy for me.
Marcus chortles across the
Turtles across the hallway.
third row of traps there with the
Okay.
body.
Roll not a 1.
20.
Okay.
Alright, good job.
You did it.
Alright,
I'm gonna
Antoria
hop across
will...
with him.
Okay.
I mean, hopefully.
We'll see.
12.
That is enough to hop.
Yes.
Alright.
I have to make 2 of those, right?
Yes.
And then just for, there's another 20.
You got
Good.
a 1 and a 20.
1 and a 20.
Oh, 8.
8. That's still enough.
Oh, wow.
Antoria will try clearing the first one.
I guess it's 5 feet. It's not actually a hard jump. I can fucking.
Sammy, if you do get off her, is going to just say, I'm sorry, friend, you're going to need the help of someone else. And
Wait a minute, I have an idea. Maybe if you're standing on one of them, it won't trigger for anyone else. It's worth a shot, right?
very well.
Alright, come stand on this one then.
I'm gonna move away from him.
He does.
Yeah. And, or rather, sorry, this one. He directs to the other one. This one? Okay?
Yeah.
Alright, stand as close to the wall as possible, like this way. You okay with that?
Okay.
Alright,
Okay.
and Tori will try to jump across the space to the next one. This is a backup plan, it's not the main plan.
Okay.
You're not trying to help anyone else.
I got a 6.
Alright.
You land on the space with Zammy.
Does it zap?
No, nothing happens.
Oh, good.
Excellent. It works perfectly.
But you do land on Zammy's foot.
Ow!
Sorry, I won't need to jump now that we know it works. And he steps onto this one.
She grumbles a bit in Draconic.
She understands.
Which I understand.
Yeah,
He
actually.
looked at you a
She
little...
curses in Draconic.
Well,
That wasn't very polite.
I'll jump here.
Sorry.
I'll just hop. I'm assuming that I can just do that.
Like,
There's like a sidestep.
Like
Sidestep?
It's like a diagonal move.
Can you demonstrate for us?
It should just be a normal move. I mean, you're not jumping
Yeah.
over anything. You're just
Hey,
walking.
Brian, do a thing. Stop trying to explain
There
it.
need to be more physical
Put my
challenges. in this
monkey
game.
suit on and fucking dance for you? What do you
Kinda,
mean?
yeah.
Absolutely.
We want you to take
Give me
the
a
double
monkey
dare
suit check.
challenge.
That'll get us the donations, man.
Yeah.
Need it?
Alright.
We're
So I
clearly
just
not
move on
entertaining
the
enough.
on the square.
Okay. Nothing happens.
When you
Wow,
move
that
on
was
one
easy.
and move on one of these, and we can walk through that one too.
Then I'll move here.
I'll move along with you.
Nothing happens.
Okay. And which of these other 2 squares are you moving
Safest,
into?
like,
Yeah,
I'll deal
I'll
with it once they're out of my
continue.
way.
I'll
Okay.
continue as you are.
All right,
This
cool.
is
I
the
follow behind and get in here. Oh, thank you.
I'll do the same.
Sorry about landing on you.
Very well. It's
All
everything
right.
worked out for the best.
Okay.
Well, Marvin, try the door.
Aha,
Safest
alright.
stuff.
Save this, yeah. Save this
I'll
system.
turn back. Do you need help, friend?
Absolutely not.
I think it'll be all right.
Hopefully. This is a good time to embarrass yourself.
Actually, yes.
Zammy's
I
still hasn't
got
seen
this.
what happened, so she has no idea what you're all so scared of.
Yeah, right.
Look at the bones.
This is acrobatics check, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
24,
Alright.
which I guess can take me to.
You just wire foo through the air.
You can do all of them.
Can I do all of them?
Yeah.
Absolutely. Boom.
Pass the group.
Amazing.
I'm amazing.
Yes.
This stalker.
Okay.
All right.
Oh, Marvin?
Marvin
He does a
gets
little
down
flourish
and
at me, and he's
kinda
like,
Zammy claps.
gets
Yes.
down in front of the door
You
and
know,
kind of
that's
like,
really not...
hold on, there's a magical word I need to say here.
No, there wasn't.
It says, shut up, Antoria.
And the door opens!
And
It's kinda lax, but then he
I
also,
stick
like,
it in and I say,
sneers at.
Clover Nook! Behold!
Massive doors open.
See, Clover Nook.
Impressive. How did you do that?
Well, like I said, it was something that came to
Antoria
me.
said that the stone was key to the door, so...
Oh, okay.
Yes, Antoria relayed my message.
I assume we need to move Mappy.
No, hello.
Oh god. Oh, I don't know what to do. Okay, we'll just get rid of these for now. Probably safe, right?
I'm not going back in the petrification room.
Fuck that.
Did
Incredible.
you guys end up killing the lizard friend, or did you just leave him?
We knocked him over at
Statue
the end
eyes.
of break.
Okay.
They tried.
Oh.
Wow.
Oh,
Oh,
wow.
my goodness.
My immersion.
Cthulhu?
It's amazing.
It's over there.
There's a massive throne room beyond the doors.
I walk up and sit on the throne and be like, thank you for joining me.
I mean, you can do that.
I'm not gonna do that.
All right.
And you throw a glass on the ground.
Yeah. Catch blaster bolt fire in your hand.
There's a pair of massive statues that match the forms of the drakes that you saw on the sigil leading in.
Oh crap.
There's massive boulders and bits of masonry that have broken off, and there's a throne made of pure obsidian sitting at the far end of a long red rug.
I don't get a good feeling from this room.
And all around the room there are corpses strewn about. Corpses burnt and crackled with blackened ash.
Is there a knowledge history, maybe?
Sure.
Let's try.
Maybe can I do a perception?
Squeaky says, this doesn't look like the Sandy Snatch.
It does not.
18?
Good callback.
18.
You got better than mine, so you can have it.
You have heard tell of a legend of a great war between two cities where the Lady of the Two Drakes dared to challenge the power of the Great Lion. And the lion besieged the city and uttered a spell of such great power that everyone in the city, including the queen herself, fell dead where they stood.
I'll let everyone know. I've heard of this place before. There's a great legend that the
Yes.
Etc.
that stuff he said.
Right.
I won't.
Yeah, repeat
Thank
it word
you.
for word, please.
That.
Toriel started a tech magic spell.
Very well.
I'll say, only fools challenge the lion.
Wait, what?
Zammy kind of laughs at that.
What does that mean?
It means that everyone who has ever opposed Yurik and Manu has been crushed to ash, just like this place.
Well, we challenged
No
and
reaction from
defeated
Antoria,
Yaris.
notably.
Zammy's eyebrow raises a bit at the
And I'll
mention of
sort
your.
of like as if that's not relevant. Like,
The room radiates powerful necromantic magics.
There's a lot of magic here, and none of it good.
You should go inside.
I push Marvin. He like absorbs the power.
Arcana check to
Do you
get more
actually push
details.
me ahead?
Sure.
Okay.
Alright.
Jason has very conflicting feelings about Kade.
19.
Like, well, I like that he bullies Marvin.
You don't learn anything new.
Marcus?
Necromancy. As far as the eye can
Marcus
see.
takes a step in the room.
That's
Are there any noticeable sights or smells?
Oh god.
There's a pair of giant statues made of pure gold on the other side.
Fuck, we need those.
there's no specific source. It's just the entire room is like blanketed in.
Like a cartoon character just like floats across, like runs in the air.
Neither,
Exactly.
neither is it like an overwhelming, like, oh, I'm literally inside a witch's cauldron.
cartoon
It's just
character
like
being pulled
an
by, like,
ominous,
smell of
like,
pie.
this place is haunted.
Yes. Please be
What
very
a terrible
careful.
night to have a curse.
There is definitely
Yes.
something wrong with this place.
I'm gonna step inside.
Okay.
Marcus looks for portals.
I'll step behind Marcus. Well, behind Kade.
Okay.
Well,
Well, I'll walk abreast to Marcus.
Antoria's actually right
Is
behind
this,
them.
is this
Will
well lit
actually-
enough that we can see the throne?
Yes,
And
absolutely.
there's no one in it?
Give me a perception check.
Zambi's actually going to take a quick look around and then actually break out parchment and quill and quickly sketch. Actually,
4.
What a nerd.
Yeah.
Good.
I knock your books out of
4?
Stuff her in the
Save
locker.
this. Save this. We'll
You
pour
don't see
underwear
anyone
over
on
her
the
head.
Are you one of those bards?
Oh no, I'm just very interested in history and lore.
You
and-
just really seem like someone that would sing a song about this area.
Oh no.
Everyone else give me a perception check.
Side base.
Who's not?
Yes, it is like
Natural 20.
17.
16. Yeah.
Not 25 plus. What the
I
hell?
rolled a 2.
Oh. I can let it go on it.
25.
5.
everyone
To be fair, you're busy sketching.
but
this,
Sammy
yeah.
and Marvin notice what actually it looks like the slim outline of a person sitting on the throne. Zathis, you're actually able to see that it looks like a beautiful woman.
Like Raja?
Any other thing that I'm picking up besides a beautiful woman?
Only that it's actually kind of difficult to see. Like it's as though there's an image of a woman sitting on the throne, but actually it's there's something weird about it.
And I'm
Like
still,
it looks like there's not someone sitting on there, but there's also someone sitting on there.
And I'm still in complete control of my faculties.
So far as you can tell, yes.
I'll turn to, or I'll tap in, because Antoria's in front of me, I'll kind of tap him on the shoulder and say, do you see the woman that's there but not really there in the throne?
What? I mean, I'll peer closer at it. I had a 17 before. I don't know what. Do I roll with advantage now that I'm looking specifically at
Sure.
it? Alright. Q. I like advantage. It's about the only way I can ever make a skill check except Arcana. That will be 16.
16, yes, you can see exactly what Zathis is pointing out now. At least you think you can.
You described it exactly correctly. It's there and not there.
I was worried there for a minute.
Let's see why.
She's sitting sort of lazily there. She doesn't seem to have noticed you or anything. She seems to just be...
I will gesture and cast message at her.
Okay.
Hello?
Who dares enter our chamber without our permission? This said actually out loud. Loud enough that everyone can hear. Yes, absolutely. There's a loud,
And Marvin,
regal
like,
voice
flips his
filling.
shit, he's like, where's that noise from?
Well, we did have the key. He points at
I hold the key up. I found it.
Approve of me.
I claim this throne room for the squad of troops.
Damn it, Marvin.
Sammy puts away her parchment.
Are you gonna pull out a loot?
Zath's
No.
Zath's face
Well.
palms. He's like,
She's sitting more upright now. And who are you? Are you one of my lieutenants? What news from the battle?
I'm gonna laugh a little bit. Be like, just a ghost.
He was ghost enough to respond to a mental communication.
That scent.
Uh-oh.
Awful stink of fur. One of you serves that wretched lion.
I'm gonna sort of like subtly ready my spear.
You dare enter the chamber of Sielba, ruler of Yaramuke, lady of the two drakes. Me! You challenge my rule.
I'm gonna step forward. You're like, ruler of rubble, you're already dead. You might as well leave this place.
The drake on the right turns and breathes a gust of flame in your direction. What is your AC?
Is this considered a ranged attack?
It is.
Move him out of the way of
well,
the
he said he steps forward.
Yeah, he did.
He said he steps forward.
forward
He
and all
did.
the way to the side of the wall.
I have +2. With
I assume he's just inside the drake's mouth.
What did he say? I'm
21. You lift your shield quickly as a gush of flame
Does it
spurts
burn
over
off
it.
the paint and reveal the seal of Amadu?
Maybe, yeah, totally.
Because that would be kick
Gods! Seize them!
Oh, damn it.
And sure enough, the corpses around you begin to shamble to their feet. It's 10:40 right now. I'll do a combat, but whatever.
Sure.
I can probably handle shutting down.
All right.
That's okay.
One quick question.
Yes?
Did she cast a spell when she was doing that?
No, she didn't.
Oh,
I would
versus-
let you know if she cast a spell.
No. Mass reanimate. Just want to make sure.
No, that sounds like a fantastic place to leave off.
Yes.
Good game.
Good game, folks.
Everyone is a quiver with anticipation.
Yes.
For the
Stolen
coming
pencils must be returned.
Well, that was a fun one, guys. Thanks for playing.
Yeah, that was good.
And now
Oh!
Zathis will
I
go
returned it.
AFK. so
Someone's a
But
ranger.
Actually, fuck this. He says. Let me know when he goes.
Double heart.
Is this yours, Brendan?
What? Yes.
Okay. Where do you?
See you guys when it's safer.
Just leave it right
Which
there.
is never.
Or when it's an entirely
Yes, we'll
different
see
campaign.
Zathis in a month or so. He's taking a grand road trip across America. If your pocket gets picked in your hometown, maybe Zathis has been there. You'll never
Contact the
know.
local authorities immediately. But they won't catch him because he's safe.
Exactly.
If you're hanging out and you want to continue to hang out, let's go see my friend Squarewave, who's playing some Bloodborne.
Squarewave!
Probably trying to do a platinum achievement thing, because that's just the kind of guy he is.
Yeah.
Follow along and let's do some Chocsaw kind of raiding, friends.
Bye guys.
See you later.
Which I almost just linked to my own Twitch channel is what I did. And if you enjoy Metal Gears of one shape or another, hang out tomorrow night. I'm going to be playing Ground Zeroes for the first time in anticipation of playing Phantom Pain next week, which will be our 1 year anniversary of playing Dungeons and Dragons.
You know what we should
together.
do?
What?
Have a pizza party.
Yeah, you're right.
As long as
But
Seven-
real pizza,
Yeah.
Real. So.
not fake pizza.
All right. So 7-Eleven frozen DiGiorno.
Yes.
Let's have some real pizza.
What if we had pizza from all across the spectrum?
What if
Like,
we
What
had
if every person is obliged to bring a pizza?
I like that. Also milkshakes.
Yes, milkshakes.
I can get behind
We
both
should
of
get
them.
Last time I got milkshakes, I was the only one to get it. No one else did.
We
That's
should get
true.
pizza
That's
from
actually.
we should get pizza from the
Whataburger
Geno's
has really
East.
good
That's gonna
breakfast
open
in my
soon.
defense.
All right, everyone
I
bring
said Whataburger
pizza.
has really good breakfast in my defense.
What did you have it for breakfast? And then
Thanks.
Yeah, we went to
We'll see you next
Whataburger.
time.
You got a milkshake. I got